don't really expect a 4-0, but with that being said, I know for a fact you guys are excited as well for the matchup with XRock and Q9, and that's about to come up after the short break, so we'll be right back, guys.
I hope they
work against Wolf.
Can
Right back.
Okay, I mean now we're
Hello. A ver. Compartiendo por todos lados, chicos. Compartiendo por todos lados. Volvimos. Compartiendo por todos lados, porfa, cracks. Ayúdenme compartiendo por todos lados. Avisen por todos lados que ya volvimos. Volvimos con todo justamente para el último match. Y ahorita voy a poner play. Ya me spoilearon el resultado. Me duele obviamente, pero LB también es mi equipo favorito, como ya lo dije, así que estoy ahí en un cruce de... de sentimientos. Compartan por todos lados, chicos. Compartan por todos lados. Avisen en todos los streams. Así no nos conozcan. Pongan BryanT ya volvió. BryanT ya volvió. BryanT codm. Avisen en todos lados. Voy a grabar historia para Instagram ahorita en breve. Avisen en todos lados, cracks. Avisen en todos lados. Avisen en todos los streams. BryanT ya volvió. Y vamos a ver esta parte también. Como nos han mandado una pausa de 15 minutos, tenemos tiempo para poder ver todo. Tenemos tiempo para poder ver este mapa. Vamos a irlo viendo, de hecho.
You still got some safety net here for Wolves. You've done a great job contesting. You're just really stopping a lot of this time to favor Elevate. So you're just gonna have to continuously do that. But PJ, 16, gonna get himself eliminated there by Nian. But nice shots for Wolves to make sure the contest is there, to not turn it into a monohill. But nevertheless, Elevate still got a huge chunk of time on this hard point number 3, and they're also already set up for next. And your players for Wolves are just kind of spawning out, so it's not going to be pretty friendly, especially with Yopi. He's trying to flip that spawn. Sai is gonna fall down, but Nian, big play to make sure Wolves stays in the right side of the map.
Yopi TJ try to go for the flag right there, coming from the catwalks. Now Peg here into the cargo, has 2 players up front. Will be able to get the first kill, connects with the second as well. So Sano and Kenny gets denied. Spawn still gonna be favoring Wolves, but flies through. Kenny gets the kill, and that's gonna be enough to flip the spawn. Elevate back in track.
King just gonna fall down there. Elevate still pretty scrappy on this P4, but this is where you kind of saw Wolves just kind of falter when they were playing up against Vitality. This P4, they're just playing scrambles, and it has not looked pretty good. In the same exact moment where they have all been gone down on the kill feed. That's 4 players going down. That means they play a reset, and Elevate gets to secure a 60-point lead margin as we enter P1.
112 to 64 here. Another Predator flies through. He's gonna be able to find one. Information granted. Kendi inside of the hill, looking to get some influence there, but the trade is spot on. Yopi's turn here to whip out the Sparrow. Gonna be an early investment here on the start of the P1, and he's gonna be able to find 2, modulating the sponsor on the top side. He's gonna go on a spree, 9 combo spree under the hands of Yopi.
Yopi sacó PM, ¿en serio?
Yopi won Kenobi! Solo handling, walls on the spawns, and War Machine don't be invested for Elevate Kendi to secure out the shadows and all the way to drug computers.
Chicos, no sé qué pasó.
It's not over! His switcher almost takes down Peck. He has to dance to stay alive. Wolves with a great break inside. Gonna be able to secure some time and make sure to chip away
Chicos,
that lead.
porfa, dejen el like, avisen por todos lados, avisen en todos los streams. BryanT ya volvió, avisen por favor, ayúdenme compartiendo el stream en WhatsApp, en Discord, en todos lados, porfa.
And they have full control for a moment or so by Yopi PJ. The tandem is on. They get the break here for the scrap time. But Wolves want to take it right back at the end of it. Now we move over to P2 where the spawns are once more given here from the side of Elevate.
Now, this is where Wolves definitely had a lot of time claim on the first set of hardpoint. So you're really pretty confident on this one. But Elevate, they're going to be coming swinging here with Yopi again with 34 eliminations. He has looked confident that force is strong on him. And now he is going to have his teammates back him up and secure the pinch play with the equalizer. Good for 3 eliminations. Wolves has a counter to bring out the War Machine. Hasn't fully get in the sweep inside the hill, but it has controlled the crowd and has removed some of the players for Elevate inside of the hill.
100-point mark finally reached here by the side of Wolves. TJ's gonna go for the cut here from the back. He can go on a spree once again. Double kill for him. But player Tree King does deny. Fortunately, Claw is there right around the parameter to get the trade. 3-man kill on the feed for the side of Elevate as they look to go for the full commitment here on the scrap time. They extend the lead furthermore. Gotta keep in mind, Yopi has the EMP. He pops it down. Can he find the breakthrough though? The Claw is out here for the set of tag and it's going to be able to deny a few players up on the front. But the flank comes in from the side of Kendi and the rest will live on. Claw is there to try to take the spawns away. Wolves still having the clear definition.
Okay, Peck, they're gonna have themselves EMP'd. Yopi has brought it out and the Sparrow is there to maybe make the point. Zai is gonna fall down.
Ok, yo ya compartí por todos los lados que podía, por WhatsApp, por Discord, por Instagram ahorita. Ayuden ustedes también compartiendo, dejando el like. Avisen en todas las transmisiones que ya volvimos.
It's good for 2 eliminations and Elevate will be able to stabilize.
Y mejor que Peck, por lo que vi hoy, pues sí. Ahora, yo he visto perder a Wolf el año pasado la final, la gran final de la CDM contra Q9 4-0 y ganarle 2 veces seguidas en el mundial. Así que esto para mí todavía no significa mucho. Lo importante es el mundial.
But he's gonna be able to get the clearance. But Peter quickly hops right in. Elevate still getting the last bit of scrap time.
So far, I mean, this is where you need to bank on all of your
Quiero
points
dejar
to
algo
be
claro,
claimed if
quiero
you're
dejar algo
Wolves.
claro.
B4 has
Yo he
just been
visto el año
abysmal for you
pasado,
all throughout the
luego
matches
de la
that you played
CDFI
in Summit.
que ganó
And now here
Wolf,
comes Elevate coming through
jugaron
with
la
the
gran
front, with the
final
War
de la
Machine invested for
CDM.
Kendi.
Q9
Wolves
le
side
ganó
with the shutdowns
4-0
that is
a
gonna
Wolf.
hold down Elevate for now.
Y luego en
And
el
seeing with that
mundial
Fury
Wolf
Fire,
le
that's
ganó
gonna be useful
2 veces
to maybe
seguidas a
shut down the
Q9.
push off the
Ojo,
back. You
ahí la
secure the
dejo.
flag and X-King with the shutdown inside the hill. Wolves will be able to secure the first 30 seconds and not for them to make sure that the lead is down under 30.
A solidified hold here by the side of Wolves on this P4. What awaits them is going to be a big old push here towards mid-snow, but looking like they are not going to be able to get anything away from that here if you're on the side of Elevate. And now the lead just gets chopped down to just 10 points here, Cali. Wolves here bound to get a full 60 inside of this very hill, and it's just all across the board. Wolves reaping away the lives of Elevate, but once again, Kendi is there to get the break, and they claim the last 10 seconds up inside of this hill. Kendi just spot the triple right there, and they're going to be able to sustain this one through. They
Hasta aquí
take the
estaban
lead right
parejos.
back.
Hasta aquí. Algo pasó a partir de acá, ¿verdad? Algo pasó a partir de acá.
Back in X-King, now the double shotgun duo. Kendi gonna lose out on the power position. PJ now going in for the 36 ball.
Ah, bueno, ya sé lo que pasó. Tiene nombre. Se llama PJ lo que pasó.
PJ on a 5 spree. Now the king of KRM showing who's the boss. Now they're back inside the hill and he is gonna get shut down by the
Buena triple de King ahí.
And here comes the cavalry for the pack of Wolves. But Elevate Kalo
Buena
with a
triple de
3-piece.
Kalo.
The shutdown is successful. Wolves are back at spawns.
210 to 184. 40 points separates Elevate from eliminating Wolves here. 20 seconds left instead of this hill to fight for.
Mira, hasta ahí estaban parejos. LD sacó un poco de ventaja en este hardpoint. Y luego no dejó de presionar, no deja de presionar, no deja. Nunca dejan de presionar el hardpoint.
Looks to get some more. The trade is on. Equalizer is out. 43 kills already granted, but is it going to be enough is the question. 215 to 191. Scrap time still being fought.
Yeah, OP and PJ, they have been amazing, but on the flip side, Zai and King have all their own, and he's got to be a spraying machine, but Sasano just going to be equally trading those shots. Elevate are going to be having the green spawns. They are in a pinch play position, and they're going to be able to claim the few early points on this B2. Now only 15 points away from winning this match.
Elevate is on striking distance to close this one out. They got more than enough time inside of this hill.
No mames, qué buena war
comes
machine.
out flawless. But Zai hops up to get the kill. Nian with his own war machine.
No sé si Nian le va a dar a alguien.
But he can't get the shells to connect. PJ's waiting for the push to ensue with his purifier in hand.
Definitivamente el mejor purificador del mundo es PJ. El mejor puri del mundo es PJ.
Wolves, they need to hop in right now, but looking like they're struggling
No
over again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Elevate wins the series 4-0.
Mi corazón sigue dividido. Solo que me esperaba más de Wolf.
Arena team standing, holds on, and survives. And today they show. And this team's, it may be the end of their run for Wolves, but they are still the third best team in China. And they'll still be playing in the
O sea, mi corazón está dividido en este match desde el inicio, pero sinceramente esperaba más de Wolf. Pero repito el dato. La gran final de la CDM el año pasado se la ganó Q9 a Wolf 4-0 y luego Wolf en el mundial 2 semanas después le ganó 2 veces seguidas a Q9. Ojo ahí,
By Elevate, there is not enough words in this world to explain what they just did up against Wolves. And with
because they always slam
a ver, vamos a adelantarnos ya para el match que viene.
Wolves couldn't handle the
En kills muy parejos, ¿eh?
are able to sustain and get the
Definitivamente,
job done with a 250 to
Wolf tiene que
195
sacar a
on our
Chichin del
scoreline
equipo.
to end our matchup.
Ya
Now,
los 4
we did say
mapas,
that
hermano, los 4
the team
mapas.
played overall,
A la
and they
izquierda
do
tienes
bad. 3
todos
times,
parejos.
we get
A
to
la
see
derecha,
different
en los
MVPs,
4
and the
mapas
OP
no
this
puedes
time
quedar
gets
así,
to
hermano. O
earn
sea, ya
the
es
second
demasiado ya.
MVP for the tournament. EOP1 Kenobi with 49 eliminations, solo handling the enemy spawns on a hardpoint matchup, switching things up with the weapons, and there you have it. That's Captain.
Bueno, vamos a ver qué onda. Esperaremos acá los 2 minutos que faltan. Por favor, chicos, en este tiempo aprovechemos para compartir por todos lados. Por favor, apóyenme compartiendo por WhatsApp, por Discord, por todos lados. Avisen en los otros streams que ya volvimos también. Avisen, dejen el like también, es importante para poder volver y avisar que ya volvimos, ¿no? Yo creo que lo de Chichin ya es demasiado. Lo de Chichin ya es demasiado. Ya se pasó ya. Ya puse la encuesta de XRock. Salve Oliveira, salve hermano. Tenga el Brasil ahí, ¿no, chat? Alendo Oliveira. Más o menos así. Yo creo que menos, ¿eh? Debiste hacerme el amarre, pero en la... ¿Cómo? ¿De qué están hablando en el chat? ¿Qué onda? Estoy comiendo 3 huevos duros con tostadas de avena. Buena, Rusov. Yo pidiendo que compartan, yo pidiendo que dejen el like y hay otras personas pidiendo amarres. ¿Qué pasa? No, de nada, Fiore, pero ayúdenme compartiendo, por favor. Ayúdenme compartiendo. Gracias, Ezequiel. Dejen su like, dejen su like. Compartan por WhatsApp, por todos sus grupos que tengan. En los streams, digan ya volvió Bryan, etc. Creo que si yo entro, haría más, hermanos, inclusive. De verdad. Gracias, mi flor. Puede ser, ¿eh? Puede ser una final adelantada, puede ser. Así dice la dieta, Reni. Dice, ensalada de huevo. 3 huevos duros con media palta. Medio aguacate. Pero como no tengo aguacate, le puse tostadas de avena. Tostaditas de avena, sin gluten, sin nada. Literalmente es avena y sal. Sí, Fiore, compárteme ahí también en tu grupo de trabajo para que vengan acá, despiértalos. Vamos.
Which is going to be possible judging by how they dominated up against Team Vitality their first match of the day, but it will have to win because Q9, they have been here in this moment as well up against XRock, and it starts with all of these adjustments on the LAN stage.
¿Por qué o qué hizo
in
Fiore?
CDM Season 8 Grand Finals,
¿Cómo
where it
hace
was
la avena?
XRock that won
Compro
4-2,
avena en
but
hojuelas,
with the addition of Curly
completamente
now in this
natural,
roster, the
nada de
response looked
avena
pretty good for Q9.
molida
And
ni
with
nada,
Malchi
avena
just being
completamente
the overall
orgánica
best
y
player for
natural
the
en
moment
hojuelas,
and just taking over,
y
while
me la
Oli just
hago
provides additional support for this squad, I feel
un
like
vaso de
we're gonna
agua
be in
y la
there
mitad
for a long game,
de
Warren.
agua en
I
avena.
mean, you gotta talk about Malchi as
Y lo
well.
hiervo
Malchi
en
has
un-
been pretty
una
on
olla.
point with his gameplay, pretty
Y luego me lo
consistent
como
as well,
con
also
arándanos y
moving,
fresas
especially when you bring him
todos los
up
días.
to maps like Ashenda per se. But you
Y
move over as well
250
towards
mililitros de
XRock,
leche de
where
almendras
it's kind of
o leche de
hard to
coco,
call what are the maps that you can exploit
porque la
away
leche
from
normal
them.
me cae
So
mal.
totally expecting that this
Y
series will
a
be pretty
5
long here,
huevos
Cali, but much
revueltos.
more favorable
No,
for
perdón.
XRock.
3 claras de
It
huevo y
does.
2 huevos enteros
With
revueltos.
Nono just somehow
desayuno.
exploding for multiple kill streak. You saw it for Team Vitality when they're facing
La
them,
otra
right? They
vez
were
probé
chilling
hacerme
behind by a lot,
pancakes de
100-point
avena,
lead on that
que
hardpoint
es
standoff.
poner la
Then
avena en
Nono just
hojuelas en
somehow
la
grabbed that
licuadora,
equalizer on P3, and
licuarlo para que
at
se haga
the
como
end
una
of
harina.
that, it went into a full
Le pones 2
kill
huevos o
money
3
change,
huevos,
right? They
un
extended,
poquito de
get that
leche de
P3
almendras,
to P4,
lo
back
licúas
on P1
y
and
con
P2
eso
they're
en
able
una
to win
sartén con
in an
mantequilla
instant.
y
And
hacer los
allowing that
pancakes.
kind of gameplay just really messed up Team Vitality's mental game, and XRock just swindled them on the next 2 maps and won the 3-0, getting that
con
sweep and
leche
advancing
deslactosada.
to
Bien,
the
bien, bien.
upper bracket finals. On the
Yo
flip
no
side, for Q9,
consumo
I'm
leche.
gonna have to say it, they had it
Por
easy
eso lo
as they
sustituí con leche de
faced
almendras o leche de coco.
FDX and AGLS stalwart
En
esports
la
squad.
noche
They
se
had 2
como
sub-ins,
huevos duros
and they really did
como te
just
gustan,
what they had to do.
y en
Get
la
that quick
mañana
win
huevos
and
revueltos,
end up with the very
también
dominant
hechos
fashion
en mantequilla.
victory.
Mantequilla natural.
The match
Ok.
there for XRock
La
and
mantequilla,
Vitality
por si
was
acaso, solo
something
tiene que
that
tener
everyone
2
should be able to see
o
because
3
they were able
ingredientes,
to really
que viene a ser
stabilize
crema de
that
leche y sal,
statement that they're truly
o crema de leche, cuajo y
here
sal, no, una cosa
for a
así.
reason. I mean, for the side of
Mi
XRock,
mantequilla
I
tiene
mean, they
2
are for sure the
ingredientes,
defending
crema de leche y
champions
sal, nada
here
más.
for
Esa es la
the
verdadera
CDSI.
mantequilla.
And enough to be said, I mean, once they get through Q9, if ever they do get through Q9, then that's going to be another Grand Final spot.
Chicos,
here for
compartan,
them,
porfa,
2 in a row,
compartan,
back-to-back
compartan,
here on
compartan el
this,
stream,
season
avisen
for
en todos los
CDSI. Now,
streams
Cali,
que ya
we had some
volvimos,
predictions here and there.
dejen
We
su
even
like,
had
por
Yogi
favor,
throwing a
apoyen
prediction that it's going to be
compartiendo.
4-2 in favor for the set of XRock. Are you feeling the same way, or is it going to be much more of a longer stretch?
I feel like it's not going to be XRock that will be winning this. It does look like it's Q9 that has the most potential in winning this. And speaking of, they are going to have a very solid roster with Curly in this lineup. Their SMG line is going to be obviously faster, and you already have an insane duo of ARs in Uling and Malchi. All you just had to do is let Sun be at least consistent in terms of fragging out and not go out there dropping 0.70 KD and
Imagínate,
lower.
Reni,
Because
imagínate.
XRock is going
Me
to
aprendió
punish you
rápido.
for playing a 4v5. They have everybody that can just pop up instantaneously, and more importantly, the boss fight is going to be in the center of the frames. That's a no-no. Always been The front line
Siempre me preguntan
always
eso,
been
Ghost,
the
pero
heart of this
ni idea.
XRock squad
No soy
and has led them to victory.
No soy calendario de
all throughout the
míticas.
matches that they have
Ahí te
played
fallo.
in the group stage and up against Team Vitality on the upper bracket.
Yeah, I really want to support the statement. Truly, every player from set of XRock can
Ya
just
volvieron.
carry the squad.
Y me falta que
It's
vuelvan,
really
por
just going
favor,
to come down to
chicos.
who's gonna have the better
Avisen en
day,
la
but
transmisión
regardless,
oficial,
they
BryanT
are
ya
pretty
volvió.
promising, especially in the game mode of Heart Respawn.
BryanT is back.
You know, big standout now is going to be No from set of XRock and D-Chen from set of Q9. A direct comparison in regards to the statistics. D-Chen is going to be averaging 28.93.
Mejores
while
estadísticas tiene
will be on the
D-Chen
trail with
que No.
27.33.
What the fuck?
And looking like more favorable stats will be given actually for set of D-Chen, and as he was bagging more MVPs as well.
It's
Dechen.
interesting that No has not gotten himself more than 5 MVPs, but you kind of understand why. This is a Demon squad, it's the Avenger squads that XRock had
Hay
built
posibilidades
since
de que
last
Q9 le
year.
gane hoy a
You know,
XRock.
and it's crazy that even though they
La
had
encuesta también
a year
dirá.
of a hiatus after
Vaya veremos,
CDSI 2023, when they went back representing DYG for one season and under XRock,
Ahí
they have won
volvió el
everything. They are the
Quetzera,
most
perfecto.
successful team so far
Volvió.
in the CDM region. They have won
Volvió
every
por aquí también
championship.
Carlos en
And
Kick.
Q9,
Ya volvió
it
toda
is
la
their
gente a
task
Kick. También ya
to
volvió toda la gente a
absolutely get
Kick.
things done right over here.
Will
And
hace
honestly,
también por
they're
ahí
the only team that
rápido.
hasn't
Toda
won
la
any full
gente ya
invitational
volvió. La
yet,
gente
right?
más
Remember,
cool.
in CDFI 2022, they went up
La
against
gente más
AMD.
nice.
They lost it with President Jet Pro and the Heaven
Presente ya
squad
toda
right
la
there.
gente.
And CDSI was
Nathan,
XRock,
tumbado de
CDFI
chill
was
también
Wolves.
está por ahí.
Q9 is the only
Jonathan.
team so far that hasn't won any
Ya
championship
volvió la
on this
gentita, ya dejó
equation. And
su
now we
like.
have our interview. We'll
Fabi
be right
también
back.
ahí pidiéndole amarres. Ahí está el Real Mus. Uy.
XRock 对于这场比赛你怎么看？
我觉得我们为这场比赛准备了挺多的，然后我觉得我们今天是一定可以拿下的。
哦，还是很有自信的。但是我听说你们昨天其实有休
Ok, no hay inglés aquí, no hay inglés aquí. Ahí volvió el profesor también, perfecto. Ya volvió Marcos por ahí a Kick. Ya volvió el Scope también, perfecto. Bueno, hermanito, muchas gracias. Ya me vine, dice, perdón, ya vine Vázquez, bien. Ahí está el Rodocera, tranquilo, no te mates. Ah, hay uno que no volvió, recién despertó. Buena, Arcos, volviste para la partida intensa de XRock contra Q9. Probablemente una gran final adelantada. Buena, Broken, ¿cómo estamos? Vamos, Soulin, mi emperador, mi king, mi hombre, el aire que respiro, dice Fiore. Uy, ¿qué pasó ahí? Tomen screenshot. Papi Jinlo. El bellaco está todo en chino, por si acaso, ¿eh?
会作为一个救火队员上场去承担一个。
Oye, cabecerizo.
是的，那整体来说的话，我觉得现在秦九啊，其实来到下腰以后状态是非常非常厉害的嘛。那么接下来就最后一个问题了，即将面对到了 XRock，你对于今天的比
Cabecerizo y Anabel Pelenegra.
他是老对手了，
Ya estamos. Dice ese. Dios, qué hombre. Ahí está el Ace también. Dechen tiene la mandíbula, pero no tiene los ojos. ¿Tiene ojos? ¿Qué? Pero no tiene ojos los ojos. ¿Cómo? Ahí está, cuando se corte la transmisión y voy a otra, no es lo misma vibra que hay aquí. Obvio, Ghost. Ahí está Rochi. Cabeza libro que va. Vamos a ver qué dice.
今天感觉咱们这个赛程会是一个什么样的一个战果呢？
我觉得话今天也是相对来说比较轻松的一天吧。
Bueno, no te entiendo. Vamos a ver qué más dice por acá. ¿Quién más está? El Wizard también está por ahí. Owlin dice que dejen su like. Está clarito. Muy bien, Wizard. Ahí haciendo la traducción. El nuevo valor. El señor Wizard. No y Ma hoy van a estar intratables. Ya verán. A ver. Sí, es el enfrentamiento de más nivel que vamos a ver en el torneo. Probablemente Lowis. Están más blancos que la pared. Sí. Bro, ayer no pude estar en el DIC. ¿Quién eliminó a SPG? ¿Cómo? ¿Marcos? Mago solo. 21 de septiembre, Día del Amor y la Amistad. Hola, me levanté pensando en ti, Brian. Gracias, Fernando. Gracias por estar aquí. Deja tu like ahí, hermano. Buenas, Pichi. ¿Ya hicieron Pichi? Yo me vine, Brian. Muy bien, Carlos. Con el 4-0 a Wolf. Ya llegó Rose. Siento más fuerte Q9. Yo tengo la sensación de que Q9 va a ganar hoy. Pero ya veremos, ya veremos. Brian, ¿dónde será de bowling con esos progresados? Pues sí, que vos, sí, mi voz. El mago que le va a dar penedol a todos, dice, perfecto. Duren. Ahí estamos. Roshi puro mandando el jugar COD. Ahí estamos, ahí estamos. Ya toda la gente is back. Ahí llegó Michisera, llegó Mago. Alan Páez también llegó.
The possible momentum that will give you an opportunity to even do better in the World Championship should you get this victory right here, because we all know
Buena, ñuñacín.
Georgia World Congress Center, Atlanta, USA, where all 16 teams around the world will be facing its
Dímelo,
other
tío Pérez, ¿cómo andamos?
spot with $1
¿Qué dice la
million
tía?
prize pool on the line with 400,000 USD.
Vi que ya habías vuelto y me vine rápido, Brian. Oye, Til, pero cuidado con los problemas de precoz ahí, hermano. Estará igualada la cosa, puede ser.
Q9 looks to be, for me, is a
Qué
better
hermosa
respawn
es
player.
Lucky,
So I
dice.
hope that
Bien, tren, bien.
XRock gets the ban out. Apocalypse Hardpoint, which have been
Ojalá que
the
gane Q9
strongest
para
map
ver el
for
LB versus
Q9
XRock.
all throughout the games
El
that they've
LB que
played in the
vimos hoy
group
podría
stage.
ganarle a Q9 también. A 7 mapas es imposible ganarle a XRock. Es algo muy cierto. Correcto, Manuel. Buenas madrugadas, Noisy, ¿cómo estamos? Dijeron Dick, nosotros qué culpa, dicen. Pongan en todos lados, compartan el WhatsApp, compartan el Discord. Brian ya volvió y se está sacando la tula en stream. En el stream oficial también, BryanT ya volvió su internet peruano y se está sacando la tula. Que vengan todos rapidísimo. O eso los espantará, no sé, pero funcionará. Algunos chismosos vendrán. Yo solo quiero ver una gran final XRock vs Elevate. Esa es la que yo dije. Mira, empezamos el stream y yo dije que sería lo más épico que podría pasar, la final XRock contra Elevate. Lo más épico. Por ahora ya dieron el primer paso. Mañana tienen que dar el segundo. Ya veremos qué tal. No Ghost, no juego con P. No juego ni rank. Hoy no tocamos para nada mi celular. Ayer tampoco toqué para nada mi celular, si no me equivoco. No me da el tiempo, hermano. Cuando tengo streams importantes así no me da el tiempo.
So they can really never be underestimated. I'm just going in for my personal opinion in here. Production Q9, one of the most decorated Call of Duty mobile team in the world. The 2024 Mobile Masters champions. They haven't broken and won and added Curly, and the team has looked good ever since. Respawns have been faster, and with Uling leading the pack, the Emperor, they are good to go.
Espero se yo creo que Q9 va con todo, Ambos equipos pueden ir con todo, pero también pueden ir sabiendo que si pierden tienen una oportunidad más, ¿no?
And it's just a well-given factor. I mean, there is always going to be that one scrappy player that would love to just barge in and put themselves into more gunfights. And this will live on. I mean, it's not really all about the individual placer, Cali. It's just more about like how cohesive the whole squad of XRock is.
And its slow starts have been something for XRock. If you're watching
Espera, Fiore, dijiste que Mago es tu novia. Mago es mujer.
But you can see the flags being waved. The banners of Q9 and XRock.
Mago que se quitó el bigotito, no. Mira la bandera de Q9, hermano. Otro level, ahora sí hay público.
But XRock are the same demons. In fact, it's been better for them for the past couple of matches. And you can hear all the cues. Yeah. The crowd is going wild, Borden.
Crowd is wild. Everyone is just all in for support. And I gotta say, the fan base here for XRock is pretty.
Ahí está Mauchi, el dios de la Odin.
Side by side with every matches that they play.
Aquí va a estar muy bueno.
Something that is pretty nice to see. I mean, you know, when you are competing, Cali, you'd love to have a crowd and a fan base like that with XRock. But for the time being, you know, we take a look at T9. We have them just have the game routine once again. And I mean, I just can't wait to see Uling here. I mean, smile is on, the grin is there. And I'm just so curious
Papi
how
Owling,
dominating
cabezerizo.
in regards
Está
to
con un
his
nuevo look.
gunfights or just the overall impact for the
Acá
squad.
tenemos a Sam,
But
como siempre.
Cali,
Sencillo, tranqui,
still gonna be
look de
a
siempre.
tough call. We don't exactly know how far
¿Cómo
it's
que
gonna
perdió
go.
Wolf?
Next thing we
Tranquilo,
know,
Josman,
Vice's
es un
got a clean
sueño.
slate. We
Despierta,
totally
hermano,
expected
despierta.
that run for Wolves and Elevate could come into the
Eso no ha pasado.
to the distance, but
Todo
once
lo que
you
estás viendo
reach
es realidad
the
virtual, es tu
knockout stage, Cali,
imaginación.
there's just some-
¿Cómo
there's
crees
always
que va a
that
perder
one
Wolf, hermano?
team just that shows a different
Obviamente
type of
estás
nature.
soñando. Estás
And
soñando.
XRock,
Escúchame
they've
bien.
been pretty insane.
Escúchame bien, Josmar. Estás soñando. Esto es un sueño. Wolf no puede haber perdido 4-0. Despierta.
And no flat out perform with those eliminations, but obviously the team had its fair
¿Es
share of
live o
moments, especially for
retransmitido?
Ma. I gotta
Fiona,
say, when it comes to playing in respawns and the elevator is gonna be
4:27 de la
brought out,
mañana.
Majas always has a high
¿Sabes qué?
chance
Hoy-
of bringing
hoy
good
me
value
levanté
off it. And I
y
think
dije,
that's one of the
voy
key
a hacer stream a las
strengths
4:27 de
of
la
this
mañana.
XRock squad. If they're
Y voy
going
a
to be able to
reunir
bring out their operator values,
A unas cuantas
it's always
personas.
been
No,
pretty
unas
consistent.
500
So
personas.
there
Seremos
is
200
definitely that
personas.
reliability for them
Porque
to
sí.
come up on top once those
¿Por qué no?
operator DOMs are going to be coming
Para
into
ver
play
algo
in
que
those
ya
money
está
hills like
transmitido
the standoff hardpoint
hace rato.
P3 and P4.
Y pues ya nos pusimos de acuerdo y aquí
It's
estamos.
like there's a lot of like factors that can bring in per hill for hardpoint here, Cali, but so again, the one big infraction here between these two squads is really going to be the gunfights. And on paper, I
Muchachos,
on respawns,
chicos, escúchenme bien. Necesito que dejen el like. Dejen ese like también. Necesito que recompartan el stream por todos lados. Que avisen por todos lados también de que ya volvimos, porfa, chicos. Vamos, vamos, vamos.
Troy.
Se viene una gran final adelantada. Y estoy súper prendido. Así que vamos a estar... Así como hicimos la predicción de todo lo que pasó en los mapas de Wolf y LB, así vamos a darle. Lo más importante antes de empezar la partida es el pick ban. Y eso define mucho en cómo se va a resolver la partida. Así que vamos a ver qué onda.
Seems to be an impressive map for him too, with Sun being one of the best snipers in the world, but looking into his recent performances, it has not fully translated at the moment. So you kind of need him to really bag it. This XRock squad has Ma and Sinuo.
Yo también te
who
amo,
have been
Fiona, pero
ever
¿cómo vas a
consistent
preguntar si
in
estamos
building
viendo algo
out
retransmitido a
frags.
las 4:29 de la mañana?
If you take a look at the running here for the side of XRock, I mean, so
Big Bang,
far they
atentos.
have been
Yeah.
Lo más
pretty flawless
importante.
in regard to
Lo
their
más
active. But now we
importante.
move over to the maps and modes here, Cali. Let's see what the map man's going to be looking
Uno
like.
de
Looking
banean
like
Summit,
it's gonna be
perfecto, su peor
banned by
mapa.
Q9. We move over to the other
Siempre
side here,
banean
XRock.
Summit,
What's gonna be
siempre. Si se
responding?
ven
What
los
is the
días anteriores de la
Apocalypse?
CDSI, siempre
Cali.
banean Summit.
Is it going to be Apocalypse?
It's an APOC
XRock banea
Tunisia.
Hacienda
They took
porque es un buen
Hacienda.
mapa de
Okay, so
Q9,
they'd
no es
rather
porque lo
play
juegan tan
APOC.
mal.
They feel pretty
Banean
confident
Tunisia
on it.
porque
I mean, it makes
últimamente
sense.
no
Their
sé por
AR is up
qué,
there up
pero
against
XRock no está
Q9,
teniendo un
but
buen
for
Tunisia.
Q9, now you gotta have to make
Q9 y
something out of
Wolf
this.
lo han podido superar
You wanna
bastante
play
bien a pesar de haber
firing
estado
range
invictos en
with
Tunisia en la
Sunuo
CDM.
having
Pero
a great
XRock al día de hoy, al
performance
parecer,
against
ya no tiene
Stalwart
ideas en este
Esports
mapa.
last time around. They're
Y
gonna
Q9
ban
banea
Takeoff, so
Takeoff.
we're gonna be having a
Q9
great
banea
line here
Takeoff porque
with
es un mapa que
Express
simplemente no juegan.
firing range.
Y es un mapa que
in the
Garena
mix
se los ha
along with
ganado
Kurhan
mucho a
and
China.
Metropolis. So there's a high
Stalwart y
chance,
Cayendra le ganaron este mapa
that
de
we get to
Takeoff
see
a
Metro
Q9
here.
si no me equivoco.
but all the more reason why we gotta focus on this first map up today.
Ya
With
pusimos la
all of those
encuesta.
just getting out of the
Ya
way.
pusimos la encuesta.
Hackney Yard,
Muchachos,
APOC is going to be part of the map pool. So
vamos a jugar
that's going
Hardpoint
to be an
Hackney Yard.
interesting map draft that we have here.
Vamos
for
a
both
jugar
squads. They're ready to
Hardpoint
throw a
Standoff.
curveball just to get an inch
Vamos a jugar
of,
Hardpoint
you know,
Apocalipsis.
opportunity to increase their odds of winning here.
Oh yeah, truly,
Bay
man.
de Firing
And,
Range.
you know,
Bay
they,
de
from, like, the
Kurohana,
last
Bay de
5
Express.
major tournaments that
Está bien
XRock
raro el
has,
pick ban,
played here once again, Cali. I just want to bring it up. They have
Dice
been winning
Hardpoint,
this one.
ajá.
They've
Está
been
bien
champions
raro
over and over
el
again.
pick ban,
For
está bien
most of it,
extraño, loco.
only until the Season 7
Bueno,
championship, it was against
veremos qué
Wolves,
pedo, está bien
but
raro,
on the
está
previous
bien
one, I
raro,
mean,
la
it was
verdad.
all up against Q9, and clearly they have been winning this
Hardpoint
all through.
Hackney
And now
Yard.
here we go, the first map of
Este mapa lo
Hardpoint.
eligió
It is gonna be
Q9.
Hackney Yard here, Cali, Q9 XRock. Let's go.
Yo he visto varios mapas de
They wanna just get it
Luminosity
out of the way
ganándole este
early.
mapa Q9.
And it doesn't matter here. I mean,
Algo
Q9
habrá
obviously is in the
aprendido
turrets.
Q9
XRock a little
para
bit faster on the
elegirle este
pacing
mapa
with
de
Nono
XRock. Yo
out
sé,
there. But
Yo sé algo rápido. Yo sé que Q9 ha elegido este mapa porque es el débil de XRock. Más por eso. Vamos a ver qué onda.
That's the map control that will be intense. Now we get to see the CDM Season 8 Grand Finals rematch between XRock and Q9 at the upper bracket of CDSI 2024.
Es
la segunda vez que veo que este mapa lo inician con Sniper los equipos de China. Wolf hizo lo mismo el día de ayer. No sé qué tan buena idea sea esto, porque XRock tiene unos super ARs y no sé, mano, los pick están bien raros.
Next 30 seconds is going to be important. We're to find a breakthrough inside. Q9 going to be able to make the attack inside work, but there's still a player inside, and that would be no-no. It will get flushed. XRock still going to have a favorable spawn for next, but Q9 doing time and erasing that lead that XRock built in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's really like the wishy-washy situation here for the P1 on hacking, or whether do you still want to go for the contestment and risk of possibly losing the spawns. But fortunately for the side of XRock is that, yes, they go for the contestment. Lucy actually is anchoring on P2. So
rotación tarde de parte de Q9, muy tarde. Bison de parte de Dechin. ¿Qué tienen las Bison en este mapa? Ya veremos. Bueno, ya lo dije ayer. Ya dije ayer el tema de la Bison en este mapa. Es un mapa de larga distancia, no puedes jugar con Fender. La Bison te da mejor. La clase de la Bison ya la pasamos al grupo de WhatsApp y el canal de WhatsApp.
On towards Graffiti, Q9 scrambling away, shots being fired, and they're getting intercepted. Sinuo with the double, and that's gonna force Q9 to go back at the right side of the map.
Yeah, 4 players spawning out once again.
La rotación tardía de parte de Q9 le está pasando factura.
On this mid map, trying to flip the spawns away. There is going to be one player from the set of XRock playing on fire that could have this cross pick to happen. But for this time being, it's going to be 21 to 62. 3 waves invested by the side of Q9, and they are just struggling to hold inside of this hill. At this point in time, there's only 10 seconds left inside. You just have to settle for new here.
Q9 Curly, again, they're just trying to make sure they get some exit frags, but that's not going to completely work. You need a better position on this P3, where it's going to decide your fate of getting snowballed or not.
Correcto, Mago, completamente.
XRock 2 routing around top green, cooling, playing inside of the hard point. XRock still losing control on the top L.
En este hardpoint uno derrotó antes, pero este hardpoint cambia mucho el respawn, entonces no tiene mucho sentido rotar antes o tarde, es muy X. El siguiente hardpoint es lo mismo, es muy X. Mira, al segundo hardpoint de este mapa tienes que rotar antes. Al tercer hardpoint de este mapa, el respawn va a cambiar, quieras o no. Al cuarto hardpoint de este mapa tienes que defenderlo con operadores. Y al quinto mapa al quinto hardpoint de este mapa tienes que rotar a tiempo. Así es básicamente hardnade. Para hacer todo lo que estoy diciendo, tienes que tener por lo menos una escopeta dentro del punto o buenas gunfight de corta distancia. Pero lo más importante en este mapa son los 3 ARs que puede tener tu equipo. Y Oden sí se puede usar en este mapa por la cantidad de larga distancia que tiene. Hasta 2 Oden o mínimo 1.
Onto P4 where they have 3 operators ready. The operator dump, you get so much value off of it. You turn this P4 into a monohill. Q9 needs to find a breakthrough to top side and make sure that there's going to be a multi-angle contest because XRock's going to truly run this one over.
54 to 97 here. Time is dwindled down once again here for the set of Q9. But Sun's going to be in it for the Sparrow run. Can he steal the lives away of Q9? I mean, XRock so far, 2 operators invested, but fooling. Can't spot the trophy. Brucey gets the kill.
Buenos operadores, así se defiende este hardpoint. Muy bien.
Looking to be in that very case as XRock is splitting apart in regards to the spawn.
At last 30 seconds, and XRock wanted to get the third lane in there to make sure the contest on the enemy spawns is there.
Ahora sacaron el purificador, perdieron el nivelador, sacaron el purificador. Perfecto. Pero para el quinto hardpoint, XRock está rotando antes y ahí viene lo complicado, ¿no? Vamos a ver si el Puri puede limpiar. Limpio. Q9 limpió. Perfecto aquí. La limpieza de Q9 y ahora ellos tienen la posición Favorable para el siguiente hardpoint. Mira cómo solamente un detalle te puede dar ese hardpoint número 5 que es tan importante. Ambos equipos sin operadores, Q9 tiene uno, pero lo único importante fue rotar a tiempo.
Q9 though, they do lose the spawns. XRock, this is the perfect time for them to strike and take some time right back.
And no, on the high ground, just utilizing it to its full extent, but Q9 have been relentless in getting inside of the hard point. XRock seems to have a hole that cannot be fixed, and it just continues to happen that way. Great job to earn yourself way back inside of the hill. But that seems like XRock's gonna take the last 20 seconds. Q9 seems to just be fully giving up on it. Maybe send out one or two players if you get taken down, and let's just set up for next. Maybe take control of the next hard points rotation. Have a better setup and maybe get that P2 in control later on.
Yeah, XRock's not going to be on the lead
Rotemos, por ahora muy parejo. Por ahora muy parejo,
Curly does get the kill for the scrap, but only sells for 2 seconds.
El nivelador a Curly se le va a activar en el hardpoint número 1.
Players already located around the perimeter off the P1, but XRock is serving the same manner earlier where they are going to be spawning on the better side here. So if they can retain this one, it looks to be another great run here for them. But the first few initial gunfights, Curly is going to be on an overdrive.
Puede ser el momento ahora,
Stopping the flow, stopping the bleeding, up against XRock.
Ouchie now trying to play for a mid-map control. Gonna have to fall down. Uling, this is a nice way for you to bring out the war machine so it gets cycled once we enter that P3 where you need total map control to earn more points inside of the hill. Now you're gonna be able to flush out a couple of players for XRock with that operator. Now you're just gonna have to deal with the players inside.
Me hubiese gustado el nivelador de Curly, la verdad. No sé por qué no lo sacó.
It clears it. You need these points to be clean for you to have
Lo está guardando por el siguiente
off the P2 in just 12 seconds.
Players gonna go for the bench here. Q9 still continuously.
XRock en el hardpoint número 2 nuevamente rotó a tiempo. Uy, ¿qué pasó ahí, hermano?
DJ wins the gunfight. 155 to 132. Q9 once again locked and loaded here for the next hill, but unfortunately they lose the spawns. 3 players have to make the cross, but Curly can change it up now.
Qué buen puri, hermano.
Inside, and it's gonna be XRock once again claiming the first 10 seconds inside of the hill.
Oh, you have Sam with the Sparrow. Able to find one inside. Suno still has got that Sparrow that will cancel it out. No equalizer for the backup. On this next 20 seconds.
No usaría tantos operadores en este hardpoint, pero bueno.
Q9 still spawning on the bottom right side of the map. And every entrance is completely going to get shredded by this operator right here. He's got himself 27.
Ese nivelador fue muy innecesario. Pudieron haber defendido así con arma número 1.
Waiting for you to go out. No. Getting the afterburners done.
Mira, igual perdieron el punto,
to break the point for the last 15 seconds to earn back that lead to their side.
Lacking the trade, Q9 once
Creo que con ese nivelador se llevó a 3, pero duró 3 segundos en el punto.
But fortunately this time around, XRock having a better look here on towards P3. They got the better spawns. They're locking down the vicinity of P5 to ensure that whenever they get the plays here against Q9, they're going to be spawning out. Fortunately, player 4 Mines going to be coming in late for the rotation, and that's going to be enough as well to split the spawns apart. So they really have to huddle here as a team. Hold on to the hard point, hug it till it's dry, and maybe till then they can find more consistency because clearly Q9 makes the most out of it. They do get a break for a moment or so, and spawns little steps here for inside of Q9. They're about to get the break once again and get the definition.
Yeah, I mean, right now,
Qué bueno que Soulin, hermano. Qué bueno que Soulin.
Top yellow, top green, and top L. But they could not just really get inside of the point. And that's where you just find a counter. If you're Q9, you don't have to fight for position because you're clearly at a disadvantage. The way for you to move them out of the way is just put yourself inside of the hill, and that has punished XRock, and that has given Q9 that 20 points.
Ok, el siguiente hardpoint, en el siguiente hardpoint lo más importante son los operadores. Uno que tiene 3 operadores, si los usa bien, pueden ganar incluso con ese hardpoint.
Close out in a mind-blowing way. Q9 gonna be late on rotation. XRock gonna be having the top floor control.
Aniquilador y War Machine activo por parte de Codmobile.
Information is out. Good for 2. Good for 3.
Pisa en punto.
Flushes out the plays of XRock, and they're back all the way to the
Sácame ese
top. That is a long
operador.
walk.
Dechen,
That should
sácame
be
ese
more time for
operador, hermano.
Q9.
Mine's going to be anchoring here for the squad to ensure that the spawns don't get flipped away. Now, 3 players, 4 players.
No mames, se lo llevaron,
Needs to
weón.
get the cleanup and find the means to get the clearance and the break. but they gotta worry about the possible pinch here.
Perdió el Fury de Echen,
Two
weón.
players from the side of Q9.
Ahora lo que tiene que hacer Q9 es rotar al
overwhelmed by the
siguiente.
players inside of the
Si no
hill.
rota al
XRock
siguiente
now
tiempo,
retaining back
XRock puede
momentum.
remontar la partida.
But Q9, they have another pinch set it up, but they just can't seem to win
Olin
their
debería
dogfights
estar pensando en el
consistently.
siguiente, hermano.
But Olin
Debes
has
estar
something
pensando
to
en el
say.
siguiente, hermano.
2-3 for him. Can he find a break from the top side? On the flank we go. Two more players
XRock
remaining here for
tiene
the
el
scrap time
siguiente
for XRock.
hardpoint. XRock tiene el siguiente hardpoint. Rotó tarde Q9. Qué tarado, ¿cómo venden el mapa?
Yeah, great.
Ojalá
Just
puedan
been
romper, a ver.
seeing here. Now you're just gonna have to completely pull it through and get yourself that consistent assault inside of that point. Hardpoint just about to open up. You got a Predator missile locked down. You see the information. We know where Q9 is gonna take that hit. And just right through one side. Sido has got a purifier in his hand. That should be deadly. There we have it. Predator missile is locked in, but Q9 currently gets out alive.
Rompió Q9 como operador y sí volvió XRock.
With the takedown, two more players for the
Queda el operador de Nono. Ojo al operador de Nono.
You got 35 seconds to make the contest here, and you have to make sure that Q9 gets themselves damaged and ravaged. And you are
Ojo
successful.
con
You let
Nono.
Nono inside with a killing chamber, with that equalizer. Does he convert it? Sees one.
Se lo
But he gets
llevó
shot down by
Mauki.
Mauchi all the way from the outskirts.
No gana Q9 con este hardpoint.
Q9, 235 to 227. More than enough time for Q9 to end this game off.
Ay, no, sí ganan, sí ganan, sí ganan. A ver si se mete XRock.
In exchange, Q9, they let go of the
No,
kill.
faltó
They want to
VA.
settle for P1 instead. They could have ended it there, but they couldn't find a raid. That doesn't matter is the question.
¿Se imaginan que XRock remonta? Ay, la War Machine de Olin llegó a salvar.
But the War Machine from the side of Olin might be the denier of it all. Mauchi inside, hopping inside of the hill. Keep it contestant comes through. Sun gets the kill. Curly hops in, and Q9 they close out the deal.
¡Gana Q9!
Goes to the side of the
Por el
King
bien de la trama,
Yeah, see
Buen
the
mapa.
Emperor. Hey, the emote. Victory emote right there for Q9. And you like to see the adjustments there. Even despite not having the P5 set up,
Bien.
they continuously attack two sides.
Me gustó, me gustó.
Through yellow
Me gustó porque
and
ambos
towards
equipos
the
no lo
police
juegan tan
car.
bien ese mapa.
And
Se notó,
that
lo
only
noté.
leaves one angle for
Ambos
XRock to
equipos
have a good
juegan
solid
mal ese
position,
mapa,
and that
me
is the
queda
top
claro.
floors, which they did have some access to. But a couple of postures where Q9 outside of the parameter that actually cancels out the doorway entrance that XRock was just kind of utilizing, and it was such a great gameplay there for both ends. You saw multiple counters after counters,
a ver,
and it was definitely a
¿qué
mind
dice el
game
chat?
there.
¿Qué
You
dice el
would say
chat
that
por
it's a
ahí?
fast-paced game. Just
Ambos
get
equipos
inside
lo
of the
juegan
court.
del orto,
No, there's a lot of thought behind how they are going to
Ambos
be playing
equipos
here.
juegan del orto ese mapa.
And yeah, it just
Pero bueno,
Q9 was just able to
estuvo
outlast
ahí, estuvo
the
entretenido,
composition
estuvo
of
entretenido.
XRock, especially on that P5 hardpoint.
I just love
Qué
the
mal
way
juegan
how
Hagnegar,
Q9 was able
con
to
razón
assess
Luminoso y
multiple
les ha
situations
sacado
where they
como
were split
30
apart,
mapas,
bro.
30 videos
I
en ese
mean,
mapa.
I know for a fact Cooling was pretty proud about it, and you really got to see on the camera as well in game where everyone was playing their hearts out. But back to my point here, I mean, Q9, you know, the way that they just offer pinches over
Sí, sí, sí.
once
La
again,
falta de
it's
rotación la
showing that
convencieron con el buen
XRock
uso de
doesn't get
operadores.
killed
Luego
by
XRock sacó
all.
operadores,
And
no
this
sabían
was
qué hacer.
pretty an evident
No, no,
factor
un
on
desastre, un
how
desastre.
the results panned out, Cali. I mean, it was a pretty close game. If it
Es el
wasn't for
mapa
the
que nunca
scrapping
jugaron en la
that Q9 was able
CDM
to offer,
o el que menos
XRock
jugaron, entonces se
would've gotten
entiende
in.
que por eso
They do. But
lo juegan
again,
así.
you have to give it up. Uling, as well
Pero
as
técnicamente
Curly,
hablando,
the Emperor, and the
he
Prince,
visto
doing
a
whatever
un
it takes
Galoris,
to
a un
hold
Luminoso y
the
jugarlo
XRock
mejor
way
técnicamente
back.
hablando.
And the
A
tandem
nivel de
was just
gunfight
insane, man.
probablemente
You can see
ellos
them
estén
just
superior, pero
casually bust through with that
técnicamente
combo,
hablando,
especially
sí.
on P3 and P5.
Hay
Now, for
hay un
XRock,
poco
they
de
did a pretty
caos,
great job
hay un poco de
in terms
desorden,
of
¿no?
getting those early rotations. The map manipulation is there for them to have the early map control, but when it comes to getting the breaks inside of the hard point, that's where things just kind of fell apart. XRock don't know what angle to take and where to defend. And if you just try to utilize all angles for your point of
Y sí,
view,
hoy puede ser
you're
el día
going
que
to
Q9
lose
gane.
everything. And they could not just really set a waypoint and where do they want to attack. And that left so much wide open assaults for Q9 to break inside of the hard point. And that is just super insane to come
Se
off
viene
through
el mapa
from
que
one of these
eligió
squads. Definitely could have been
XRock para BID.
the other way around.
¿Cuál será?
But the last two hills
Si banearon
was
Tunisia,
dividend for
banearon
Q9.
Takeoff.
There's a reason why they picked that map.
Podría
They wanted to
ser
exploit that
Express,
P5. Here it
podría
is.
ser
It was Mauchi,
Kurohana,
and
podría ser
Q9 that
Firing
got it
Range.
back, and there we
Ojalá
have
que
it.
sea un Firing
All
Range.
good and done.
All good and done. And now we move over to Search and Destroy, where everything can get even more intense. If you feel like
el equipo que pierde aquí cae al loser bracket a enfrentarse a
pretty one hell of a mess, Cali. Search and Destroy could be the same way as well. I mean, we can throw off the statistics here away. I mean, we might be able to elaborate in regards to like what possible maps, but I feel like this one right here could be a stretch as well, and how far the Search and Destroy can go. But I mean, you know, if you want to talk about the map, Cali, I mean, that's down to you. And you take it away, perhaps. I mean, I'm pretty lost on what are the possible maps that can get projected here by either squads. But if you're on the side of XRock, let's say, what map do you want to force up against Q9?
I mean, honestly, we're gonna have to talk about that right after this team results that we are able to show you guys, right? 250 to 229 was our scoreline. It was pretty close. B5 to P1 chain was important for Q9. Curly drop a 51 bomb. The Prince able to hold it down. 1.55 KD for him. To follow that one up, it was the Emperor Uling with 45 eliminations, and that was enough for them to win up against XRock, who had so much deliverance from Nono, who had 48 on this one, and in fact had the highest KD. But it just couldn't really transition because Curly was just
51 kills de el dios Curly, 51 kills de Curly, el arma secreta.
In fact, with 51 bomb and just his second MVP with a 1.46 KD rating. And back to what you were saying, right? Now that we're set up for that post-game breakdown, we take a look at our Search and Destroy up next. The first map was picked by Q9, so map 2 is going to be for XRock. And honestly, the best way for them to win has to be firing range, but there could be a high chance for us to be dropped into an express map.
All right, we'll come and get it. I mean, Express, Search and Destroy could turn out to be a pretty aggressive run here. And come again, you know, why, if you guys are wondering why is CDM, why are we always dwelling on Search and Destroy for the set of the CDM region? In a series for CDM, on the normal series, they got 3 Search and Destroys. To start things off on Search and Destroy, they meet Search and Destroy in the middle as well, and on game number 5. So there's going to be a lot of things that we personally can pick up, even as casters, Galley, and for the rest of the players that will be inside of the venue. We are talking about probably one of the best.
Sí, se viene final range. ¿Se viene o no se viene?
In regards to Search and Destroy.
Ahí está la gente. Hoy hay más gente, hoy hay más público. Como que la gente ha viajado para los últimos matches nada más. Se viene Coastal, dice Jenny. Yo dije que sería final range, pero vamos a ver si latinamos o no.
It's mind-blowing. It looks like a concert by Fujikaze when he was singing Matsuri or something somewhere around the world. It does kind of look like that, and you have to really provide so
Express.
much, you know, salute
Dije la gente Express.
and everybody that's at the back
Que
end of all
XRock
this
eligió
and
Express.
providing us such high-level production and seeing so many stories done, having those player interviews, you really get to, you know, communicate and also get in touch with the players themselves.
Express Kurohana
And we're
final
looking into our map
range.
number 2 with Q9 taking that map number 1.
Hardpoint jugamos
250 to 229. They look pretty
Apocalipsis,
awesome with it.
Standoff.
But XRock, you already know, are
Cagney
looking into
ya
getting
jugamos.
themselves their own map win.
Cagney fue
It does
pick
look
de
like they want to
Q9.
bring out firing range.
Ahora el mapa que
but we
viene,
gotta
que es
expect the
final
unexpected
range,
here.
es de XRock.
We'll see about it. I mean, for now,
Mauki siempre tiene esa pose.
thinking about what are the possible things to do. I mean, he's like,
Están maquillados,
into the
Están bien maquilladitos.
possible outcome of this cave. Everyone has their game faces on. I just can't wait to see what's the game gonna start anyways. As we are about to transition into Search and Destroy, maybe Express, maybe firing range. We don't exactly know. It's just one thing that we all can anticipate that it's all going to be a pretty much heated matchup. Is now we are transitioning here, Cali. Let's give it up now. Q9 is going to be leading the series here with 1 point. And
Perfecto. Le atinamos, cracks.
You are absolutely right.
Algunos me dicen brujo.
They want this. Sunuo
Bay de
was
final
amazing
range.
with it. Pretty consistent. He just had Ma on the back lines, just trying to sort things out. It is going to be a best matchup for us to have. You know, a classic firing range has had its fair share of moments in Call of Duty history. And for Call of Duty Mobile entirely last year at the World Champs, XRock and Q9 are good to go. We start with Q9 on the attack side. All about Sun in the first blood, up against Sunuo and Ma.
Battle of the snipers here. Could be Sun, could be Ma. Could be Sunuo perhaps, or it could be Uling. We don't exactly know. It's a dual sniper setup for both ends, and Ma will be able to get the first kill aggressively out in the middle.
Ma se pone a rushear con sniper. ¿Qué le pasa?
He's not stopping at all. He still wants to get some more.
This is not the default for XRock. It's usually just a 1-3-1 split. But, you know, they have so much rep up against Q9, so they know what kind of tendencies that they're going to have to deal with. And you can see XRock Mod is going to hear all those informations, and now it's going to be relayed. D-Chen finds the kill onto Chuanem. It's a 4v3 situation. Bomb gets crossed on the A side.
Anda como loco hoy día, Eche. No, más se quedó esperando nomás. Wow. Qué paciencia,
Two in a row here for him. Uling, Sun, gonna be located on the A-bomb side.
Salve Nelson, llegó ahí el papá del Gacín.
It is gonna be planted out in the open, but it's gonna be tough to defend when there's gonna be one AR and two ARs and two snipers to deal with. And there we go, Ma gets another kill. 3-3 for him. Can he find the 4 kills? He can. Ma claiming the round in the spotlight. And XRock.
¿Sabían que Ma hizo 4 kills y solo gastó 4 balas? No falló ninguno.
Gaming pawn that his teams and his players are using in CDSI 2024. We're live at AG Esports Center. And man, what a showcase there for XRock Ma. Just going aggressive through wood and just nail down shots after shots. They even have the info on the guy on Scout Tower already.
Sun's gonna be dropping down. Spinning a push as well from Steel. Ma is still holding that Steel tower down. Looking like Q9 is gonna be barging in here towards the trailer side. 2-1. It's the bullets of D-Chen. Picks up that MG42 as well to suppress the fire perhaps later on. But for this time being, Uling's gonna get the bomb planted, and it's gonna be a 5v4 retake favoring the side of Q9.
That guy on the Scout Tower just created so much distraction that, you know, the player holding for XRock was just in it for a distraction play, but nice shot coming through for Sunuo to tie it up on the numbers. But you're dealing with 2 guys inside of that points. Now look at this. It's an ambush towards Americans, but they're going to get right back into it. Again, Rushi on the flank. And now XRock Ma continuing where he left out in the last round. It is going to be Sun as the last guy standing, and he gets himself taken down by Rushi.
Bro, what the fuck con los retakes de XRock, hermano, qué pedo.
As they win the commanding 2 rounds.
Literalmente los snipers de XRock hacen todo, weón.
Last 2 rounds has been won over without too much casualties going to their way. The Q9 has went towards the A bomb side 2 in a row already. Stick to the default for the first 20 seconds perhaps, and then try to lean towards the A bomb site. Now, can we see a different approach here, or is it still going to be leaning towards the pickoffs? Ma's doing exactly what he did on the first round, pushing up extensively here on this mid map, looking to get an opener with this Tundra. There's plenty of opportunities right around. The question is, can he hit the shots? What?
Oh, yeah, first blood there just favors Mouchia, but you're gonna have to like the confidence there for Mott to just be good. Here comes an aid lineup.
Grenade out.
Gotta have to save it. Screenshot. If that gets Cook, well done. That should be a clip, but no.
Parece hacker,
Shots required there. No eliminations made here for Sunuo whatsoever, but they have a 2-2 split, leaving that mid-map wide open. And all the snakes is getting thrown out. Q9 are on their way. Wallbang, not enough to take down Sunuo.
Hermano, saben el mapa de memoria y todos los wallbang que tienen que hacer. Todo es prefire y hasta los wallbang.
Oh, they just wait. They don't even go for the bomb plan at all. They
La verga, los flicks de Curly, man.
Q9 anticipating it. They cancel out the bomb plan. They play off the crossfire inside of the side. And that was arguably the biggest shutdown, the fastest shutdown that we were able to see off any retake so far here on firing range. God damn.
The enemy has the bomb.
Well, that's XRock for you. They're taking risks just by playing off angle and off pace. You're seeing a pretty respectable 1-2-2 split for Q9.
Estos se van con 1000 reportes en rank,
Getting some info is enough for you to know that there might be some guys holding that woodhouse, but not exactly the information that he's got, is he barely gets nothing there.
XRock sticking with a 2-1-2. Q9 still leaning towards to go for that A bomb side, just leaving Uling to watch the possible flank there. But now they're slowly but surely funneling in here on towards A long. Son's looking for some sense of information, but can't really spot anyone. And in the process, Uling takes down Rusi on that mid map. The rest of the players off the side of Q9 will be surging here on this A bomb side. They're going to be able to get this bomb planted, but they got to worry about the player on trailer, and that's going to be true on with an MG42.
They're going to back away. There's no support. They're backing on to that sniper to make the plays for them. And XRock's not going to be expecting this, but they do win the mid-map presence as they take down D-Chen. Now they're on to play that retake. They need someone to flank the Woodhouse. And Son, it's on to him to make the plays work, but no, get the shot down. 3v3 situation. And look at number 2 in Uling. He's going to make a long flank right here. It's not going to be expected, Curly. The Prince has to hold on for the King to survive. And there we have it, Emperor plus the Prince combination to earn that round win.
Pero bueno, estoy sorprendido con el nivel de BryanT y de Gunfight que estamos viendo, weón. Se nota que estamos en un nivel de partida bien alto, hermano. Hay pocos errores de Gunfight.
Failing to hold on to this part of the map. And Q9's looking like they want to divert things towards the B bomb side.
Para llegar a este nivel de conocimiento de mapa, de estrategia, de wallbang, de prefire, de posicionamiento requiere años, años practicando así.
They're waiting for that bomb plant to happen, but little did they know that the bomb plant is at the B side. Insane strat right there. And micro details like that just truly messes up the minds of XRock. Trades come out strong for Q9 as they have one man advantage.
Uling. They go for the flank, but Ma gets the read. And now they cancel out. But looking like they want to allocate another player D-Chen to wrap around the balls with this players of Q9. Moving quick. D-Chen make the play. Ma takes down Mauchi. Denial for the defusal comes true. Ma gets the kill. D-Chen, the bomb is not planted for him. Great anticipation for No and XRock. They take back the round to take the lead away from Q9.
It was a 3v4 that they were able to win right there. And it started just by having every member just to head into that mid-map, going towards that B side, enter Cubby. Then once you spot down Mauchi, it's basically a great win for you. D-Chan had the long route, so he could not really trade it as fast as possible. So that's going to be a win for XRock. And Sunuo takes down Son on the opening pick. Another first blood through, and no denies Mauchi off the push on the B side. That leaves Q9 with 3 players left on the first 20 seconds.
XRock's mad. I'll take this one away. 2-1 still going to be committing towards trailer. Hopefully this time around he can put more impact. Shot's going to fly through here.
Pensé que lo mató, weón. Fue un trophy. What the fuck?
Be granted here for XRock. It's another A hit here. Looking like Mob can just find timing up against Curly as well, but he misses shot.
Primera bala que más falló.
Don't want to happen in this level of competition. Information is granted. Uling gets to kill out towards Shuan. Rusi finds a shutdown as well towards Uling. Trades after trades we go, but doubling it down is going to be your boy Rusi. Curly all alone, 1v4. Rusi finds the trees free. And it's going to be XRock here back to the double round lead.
Está fuerte el bait de final range de XRock, Está fuerte.
First spots, that's the name of the
Muy
game.
fuerte.
Ma and Sunuo have been absolute with it right now, combining for 14 eliminations. To compare that sniper kills to Son and Uling, who's got 6, it's more than doubled, man. Gotta do something with that first blood. If you're a Son, you only have 1 kill. Being one of the top performing snipers in the world, you need to find something. But it's not enough. Sunuo, again with the first blood, taking down Uling. Here comes the nade. Lineup, same spot, same result. Question mark? Yep, it does.
Esa granada cae arriba de maderas. Arriba de la escalera de maderas.
2 into split still here for instead of XRock. Shots after shot. Connecting and Ma through the wall.
Qué verga,
Gets the flick
hermano.
onto Curly. Q9 is just playing this one too slow. XRock's catching up to that play. And all of a sudden, it's just bound to be another round here for instead of XRock. Q9's caught up in the middle. Wherever they go, they still have to deal with any altercations. It's just all gonna come down now. When are they gonna make the move?
Oh my, Sunuo
Nah,
just
los
prediction
snipers
on
de XRock
100%
hacen
level.
todo, weón.
In fact,
El
it might be even
timing que
better if
tienen
he
cuando
does get the
clavan
kill on
mira
the
es
guy on
como
the
si siempre
sandbags.
supieran dónde va a estar el
Very
enemigo.
aggressive spot for Son to be in. He's waiting for that guy to pop on that window. But no information.
Mira ese
Oh
timing,
my
weón.
days,
Mira
what?
ese timing,
It was a
weón.
pixel on the head and he still hits the shot. All down to Son on a 1v5 with 35 seconds left. And XRock is not going in for the killing blow. They are disengaging. Waiting for him to pick up the bomb in the open. Ma has had that information. He knows the A side is where the bomb will go. And here it is. He pops so wide open and he gets taken down. This
Pero,
sniper for
¿cómo
XRock.
hace para no fallar
The
bala,
Sunowo and
weón?
Ma combination has combined for 19 kills.
Anticipation here from the side of XRock in regards to the sniper is just shutting down single-handedly Q9. And now Q9 wants to change it up now. They want to go for this pusher on this trailer side, but Truan is not going to be there. Good readjustment. Going to be playing on the right side of that entrance for trailer. Truan gets the read as well. Going to go for straight off into Uling. Rusi finds the shot onto D-Chen. Uling going to go on a double spree instead of the side. And it's 3v3 here. XRock, are they going to go for the push or are they going to wait for the bomb plan? Q9 goes for an aggressive take. Uling gets one. Singles for Mauchi. And a big
Wow.
from behind as he gets the clutch.
What?
5-3, lowering down the lead to just 2. Now we switch
Pero,
to sides.
¿acaban de ver lo que
Oh
acaba
my
de pasar?
days. It is
¿Qué carajo fue eso?
insane. Threes that you just
Movilidad,
witnessed right
precisión, aim,
there. Tight trades, by the way. But, you know, basically
Trade,
this game is like
el
a
tradeo,
4v4.
what the
Son has
fuck?
1 kill, Chuanem has 1 kill. So, the question now is, who's gonna have their other player wake up first? That might just be the difference maker here, especially for Q9, who's got Son on that sniper, had been outdone by Sunowo and Ma on the first half. On the defense, he's going to be postured here on the B side. Not exactly a friendly spot to be in. That is going to be handled by Sunowo or XRock.
So gonna be a 5v5. XRock shockingly just playing this one pretty slow. I think they're waiting for some sense of aggression, but it's just not happening at all. But the bomb is gonna be leaning towards the B bomb side. Well, only a minute and 4 seconds left on the clock. They need to make a move soon enough. But if it ever was an elaboration, the right answer would be the B bomb. It's only going to be Son.
Aguanta,
Uling,
Fury,
though, on this
aguanta.
mid-map, spots Rusi out.
Ya cambiamos de
No
bando,
trades whatsoever.
chicos,
The
¿eh?
bomb's gonna
Ahora
get dropped as well.
ataca
Uling gets some
XRock, defiende
information,
como él.
and that's going to be pretty precious.
Vamos a ver si el cambio de bando cambia
46
el
seconds
mercado.
left here. For you to make a move. You're still sticking for finding another pick because you're currently at a numbers disadvantage. Sunowo still barely getting anything. Does he spot Mauchi there? He can take a lucky shot. Maybe would have connect, but now you have picked up that bomb. You have somewhere to go. And that's going to be on the A side. No finds the opening pick on that mid-map. Trying to steer some chaos. Maybe caught off the guy. Get off of that tunnels. Sunowo now gets a kill up the Curly. D-Chen with the R9 goes for the double.
Dichen acaba de ponerse la R9 para la defensa con Q9. Hay cambio de arma en Q9. Dechen se cambió de arma, ahora para la defensa está con R9. Supongo que para dominar trailer, ¿no? Eso es sorpresa, ¿eh? No se había visto antes.
Instead of XRock, it is going to be Ma and Sunowo. Off the sniper, Son really has to step up. I mean, so far, the setup that they're doing right now is that Son's going to be rocking that sniper all alone for the side of Q9. A bit of an extension there for D-Chen, but he gets punished. Not something you'd like to see, but aggression starts to kick in as well here from the jungle side. Curly Uling finds Rusi into
Interesante cómo Dechen pushó por maderas y los otros por jungla para aprovechar esa distracción.
But still, the last 3 guys that are remaining for XRock are the 3 best players, the 3 kings. That's been absolutely phenomenal.
Una defensa agresiva de Q9 sorpresiva para XRock.
But for Q9, they got something even
Juegan
better.
con eso
Look at them,
también.
they're swarming like
Siguen
ants on
siendo
the back
agresivos,
alley
mira.
of the A side. Most likely trying to make a play to counter the attack for XRock, who's been taking too long on the jungles. First shot in for Son. The double is in. And the triple. Almost had it, but Sunowo holding his own. Response back with the back clutch. A 1v3 on the back alley of B. Jungle side control for Sunowo.
God.
Nah, hermano, están a otro
gracious.
nivel, weón. Están a otro nivel.
Oh my freaking God. Sunuo, what are you on? Ma gets the shot onto Sun. Snipers locked in here for XRock. They're just shutting them down all because of the scopes. As you thought that Sun was taking the spotlight, Sunuo said no.
No, no, no. Just like his name, Nuo.
Aha.
6-4 on our scoreline. Yeah, this is the default XRock that we know. When they face Vitality on this firing range map, the 1-3-1 split, where they're gonna take the most absolute time, keep these guys on the other side of the defense very impatient to overextend, and that's exactly what they're looking for. Angles like that being taken by the Emperor. Almost died there under the hands of Ma. But here we have it. Here comes the onslaught.
Hear him.
Yeah, Mouchi has heard that shot. He's heard that shot right there. The first shot is not going to push through. Yeah, Patience game is looking strong. Here so far for Q9, Mouchi, he is not exposing himself. Waiting for the bomb plant to arrive. But he gets picked up by Sunuo.
Great counterment. 5v3. It's not even going to go down to the bomb plant anymore. It should just go down to the kills. D-Chen spots Sunuo. Spawn gets the nade as well.
Qué buena granada, Dichen.
Fooling fights the kill off No. The super pistol is out. Sprays down with an MG42. Looks to get a refrag. But D-Chen's far away. Picks up the R9. Roosie's going to go for the bomb plant. It's 1v2. D-Chen, all eyes on you. Spotlight granted. D-Chen, can he make the play? Gonna whip out the Tundra here. He's going to be checking out. Tires, clear. XRock playing for the crossfire. Spots the angle on the 2-on out to 1v1. R9 to the face, but Roosie with his Odin shuts him down.
La R9 no entró, hermano.
It's gonna be another round here for the set of XRock.
Yeah, 2 more rounds to win this matchup.
Y la
Looking pretty good, even
Odin
despite
me dio dos
having
balas
some
también.
underperformance for 2-1M. But it's alright for Q9. Still a lot of things to do. Lots of errors made. You just really have to be very patient here. You have nothing to do but just wait, especially for the way XRock plays their attack side. That has been their profile. We're gonna wait for 45 seconds and then we hit the attack. So it is essential for Q9 to exactly know where the attack will be coming from. If not, you have the snipers just postured up in a nice position for XRock with the bomb planted.
No lo haya matado.
Pretty much
ahí, la
hard
verdad.
to retake unless you got some utilities to back you up.
Por eso se enojó.
We have 5v5. XRock. Default. 3 players still from the set of Q9. Gonna go for a challenge off of Q1. Unfortunately, Q1 is just so dry inside of this game. It's really the it factor here, but it doesn't really matter. Ma, Sunuo, still gonna be in line. And they still look to go for the commitment on the B bomb side. Q9 bit the rotation, and it's only gonna be ooling here, but it's an understatement. Holding triple boxes down. Triple kill comes through. Spots one. Can he get a double? No, he can't. No gets the trade. And the rest of the players of Q9 will be biting the rotation here towards the B bomb side. XRock knows for a fact they just can't go for the open plant, not just yet. They're gonna go for the isolation, and Snow finds one. Can he find a double? No, he can't. But Ma from the back shuts him down. No as well. And all of a sudden, by surprise, the odds was against him. It's now a 2v1 situation. D-Chen once again all alone. Can he redeem himself in a 1v2?
This is what we're talking about. If XRock had the nice position, they're going to set up their snipers in killing blows positions. Ma had that with that sniper. Now they're going to make the rotation. D-Chen again trying to spam it down with the MG42. He escapes alive and well. Right through the mid-map is where he's going to take that wrap.
Dechen le hizo creer que se quedó en metal. No te lo puedo creer lo que le hizo Dechen. Wow. Dechen le hizo creer que se fue para metal. No plantó pensando que él seguía en metal, pero Dechen la agarró por baños. What the fuck. Fue todo muy rápido, hermano.
Micro mistakes like that could lead you to a loss at the end of it. Now you gotta move on, learn from the mistake. 7-5 now. Once again, one more round here for XRock. To take that match point advantage. And look at this. Ulan's gonna push up and Odin aggressively spots Mao. He wants to get some more. He goes for the chain. The communication's not there. Unfortunately, the triple gets denied. But that's gonna be good here for Q9. You'd want to have the numbers advantage for your side.
Yeah, 3v4 situation with Q9. Again, just making sure they play patient. That's how you want to play it against XRock. Loves to be a menace around the positions here. Nice shot for Mauchi.
Está difícil ganarle a Mauchi con la Odin.
Don't know which one is exactly positioned in a killing area, a killing spot, but that's going to be Curly. And in the elimination, they gotta pick up that bomb.
Cuidado con Chuan.
It's a 1v3 with Chuanem. Last guy standing has got 3. Look at Q9 once again, swarming like ants, waiting at the red showers. Now, the only way for you to stay alive here and keep yourself in a spot to win a 1v3 is put the bomb down on the B side. And I like this angle right there. You can make a long wraparound, get the scout tower in control, and you might just be able to stop these players and getting these attacks to line up. But easier said than done. It's a 1v3, and here they are about to line up towards mid. MG42 in hands. Is it enough? Curly is gonna be damaged. Mauchi gonna push out. He's the first one to fall down. 26 seconds for Mang Chuan to win it, but Curly
cuidado, casi,
and reduce that lead by XRock by 1.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet.
So close, but yet so far. Chuan's still pretty cold inside of this game. Still only on 4 kills, but same replica here for the side of Sun.
And the objective.
76. One more round here for Q9.
Bueno, por un lado Sang no aparece, por otro lado Chuan no aparece, así que están iguales.
And XRock, they're gonna go for a full-on rusher on his 8 bomb sites, which Q9 gave it all for free. Ma's gonna be anchoring here towards the back. He's not gonna be able to get any opportunities. It's a free plant here once again for XRock, and it's gonna turn into a 5v5 retake.
No, no es que si Chuan aparece, GG para Q9, porque Sang si aparece sería lo mismo. Y peor para XRock.
Curly just pushing around trailer side. Son is just trying to hit that shot. Does he spent the barrel? Oh no, Ma finds the better out of that shot right there. He takes down Curly. Chuanem gets one. Uling gonna fall down. The retake is frail.
Muy buena plantada, buena defensa, muy bien, man.
6. Q9's not gonna be too far to get the overtime. Our first
No, creo que Fiore se está listando para ir al trabajo.
Can it happen?
Creo.
Much more better. As we're seeing 2 CDM teams just showing us the beauty of search and destroy. Ma's gonna be out here, top wooden. Looking to get an angle here towards trailer. There is gonna be
Aquí no está prohibido el cargador de 125 balas de la MG42.
On the front side,
Ni en la CDM ni en la CDSI.
A lot of eagerness to get the pickoffs, but both teams just taking this one patiently.
Yeah, they're waiting for 15 more seconds to make a move. You know what? Scrap that idea. We're going ahead towards the A side.
Perfect.
We're gonna abuse Sun. We're gonna abuse Sun right here. He's almost got 4 kills. It's not gonna hit his shot, especially when we throw a smoke all the way to the barrels. Well, they're gonna fake A, but that's not going to be beaten by Q9. They're gonna stick the B side defense, and in fact, they're gonna overextend. Uling has the barrels in control. Here's the hideout. Rushi. Oh. They're gonna get slammed. No, with the backup.
Wow.
Sidwell with the shutdown. Mauchi, only player left defending the B side. Good for 1. Cannot get any more than that. It's all down to Sun in a 1v3 situation. Swings in a miss.
GG's.
With the takedown.
1-1.
And it is XRock that will take the search and destroy.
The responding here for XRock to equalize here.
Cada equipo ha ganado el mapa que eligieron hasta ahora, Tomen su agüita, tomen su agüita.
Q9 was slowing down the game to the point where it was kind of leaving XRock.
¿Qué tal, chicos? Yo hasta ahorita estoy sintiendo que es la partida con mayor nivel de estrategia, táctico, precisión, en movilidad, gunfight, en general. De todo lo que hemos visto, 2 equipos que juegan bien hardpoint, juegan súper bien BD. Son 2, bueno, estamos viendo en realidad 2 super equipos, ¿no? Y se nota. Yo sí siento la diferencia con las anteriores partidas que hemos visto. Vitality, SPG, Wolf, a esta partida sí se nota que hay un nivel altísimo.
The patience guy right here. You can see it on the attack side. They are waiting at least 30 to 45 seconds before trying to decide where do they want to take that hit. And what's more impressive here is that they won with their snipers. Sino and Ma were always getting those first slots that allowed Q9 to just play off passive and not extend someone. And you can see that when they were switching sides. Q9 on the defense, they were not overextending because they kept on getting first blooded, so they could not lose any more lives, because if they do, it's basically a 5v3, so less lanes to cover and more disadvantage for them to take this win.
Oh yeah, truly, man. I mean, it was a pretty good run there for the set of XRock overall, and you gotta hands down, like, give it up now for the set of Ma and Sunuo. They were able to take the multiple impacts per round here, Cali. I mean, you take a look at Sunuo, was able to get those.
Ya será el 5 titular, pues mira, si están jugando contra XRock y decidieron banquear a Chinan, es porque este 5 de Q9 es el más fuerte que tienen, así que ellos decidieron que este sea el 5 más fuerte.
Just got slowed down there for Q9.
And at the storyline, it was that Son could not really get himself activated. We saw it. Right, there was a 2-piece that he did on the jungle side. But apart from that, that was everything. They even got clutched on by Sinuo on that one. It truly messes up that advantage for him. So now that that's sorted out, right, it is just XRock seeming like they are the better firing range team when it comes to playing in this matchup right here. But what's up ahead is going to be the swing game, where it's going to be control. But let's take a look at this one. Have it here out on their comms.
反而8个位，我不知道是欧林还是丧，一刀又把局回来看了，丧死了，就那个沙袋那个位置，
8个位是那个栏杆上吗？
欧林，
我去摸板了，我去摸板了，帮我掐，可能还有。
逼到很要紧，
小心板一窗口，小心板一窗口。
逼到顶两个，还有两个，逼到还有两个，
逼到回去了，很快的回，小心板一地，小心板一地。不用管板一的呀。
我没管板一，我这要打逼到了，逼到顶了3个，
逼到是4个，
我不知道
，3个，
我打了一个，过来打逼。
Yeah, pretty good there. Pretty aggressive with their comms. That's XRock for you. Now, Control is going to be the next map that we are going to be having, right? But I feel like, you know, we could have seen a lot more for Q9 Son on this firing range map. It was hard for him to not hit his shots. They were not in stride, and you know, only having 2 kills before the end of the first half is abysmal, Warden.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was the same scenario with Son and Chuan, where he did say Kali they were basically playing a 4v4, because clearly those 2 players per each squad wasn't really helping me out. But fortunately, it was pretty even, because, you know, again, they have for a player in their squad that was kind of struggling. But I mean, Son, there was a certain time where he was almost close to redeeming himself, but it just didn't happen. Same was for Chuan at 1v3. I mean, it was doable, but the problem there was he was able to get the first pick off, but he decided to peek out in the open. And obviously, a double trowel out in the open is not going to go into your favor. If he decided to play ISO and just pick them off 1 by 1, maybe till then he could have redeemed himself. But it doesn't matter. Fortunately, both players here will have their own vengeance run here for Control, as we are obviously moving on to game number 3, and that is going to be Control.
Now we think about our team results. XRock win it by 3 rounds, 9-6 on our scoreline, with a lot more better performance from them in terms of kills. Usually in a game close like this, you would think that it's going to be at least 0.88 KD higher for Q9, but no, it was completely outmatched. XRock just was the better team here, but you're going to have to say it, right? You're going to have to state out the obvious on how they won this. It's the snipers always able to pick out Son. And look at him with 6 kills.
Sí, los snipers de XRock hicieron todo en este mapa.
And not to deliver another MVP performance. Well, it's his first MVP, but the last time he played against Team Vitality, he scored 13 kills, which was promising for him. And in fact, he did it better here this time up against their rivals in CDM and Q9.
Well, that's Sunuo for you, man. Always a promising player. Yes, for sure, he's not going to be able to get like a lot of those MVPs all throughout like the series here for the knockouts, but something about him, he does his job respectively well, remaining to be pretty consistent, especially on Search and Destroy. Now, Cali, talked about the projections for Search and Destroy earlier. You were completely correct in firing range. What do you think the control run is going to look like?
I mean, control, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be confusing for us to dictate because honestly, if you're looking into the way that these teams have been playing in CDM, they've played most of their control maps on Crossroads Strike, which is not even part of the World Championship pool. And the only thing that is most wrapped on outside of the Crossroads Strike is that raid map. So that is going to be something that Q9 does not want to play around, knowing that Sun has not been hitting his shots. And on the flip side, Ma has been a devil himself with that sniper. So looking into this, it does kind of look like Seaside would be the better oriented map for them. If we were taking a look at that map number 1 performance, their close range gunfights look a little bit better, confirming that when they were playing up against XRock. So it's just going to be a matter of, you know, what the coaches will pick now as we enter this control map.
Yeah, I feel like if it's going to be Seaside, the viability of the sniper does get mitigated, and I feel like we're just going to get forced into those subs and those ARs. Probably the R9, of course. I think the R9 can absolutely get used in Seaside, especially when we're talking about obviously Q9 and XRock, which are pretty R9 dominant. If it's not going to be the R9, keep it a KRM, we don't exactly know. Let's just find out soon enough. But we're going to make a call here how far a game can go. I mean, we did see Search and Destroy. We did see hardpoint as well. It went back and forth. So we're totally expecting that this is anyone's ball game, Cali. We can't really throw in any questions anymore. It's just truly who's having a better day, who can keep themselves composed. Like, for example, XRock earlier, we saw Sunuo, you saw his expression. Same goes for Seto No. They were pretty eared, were pretty frustrated that there wasn't really as much trades as they wanted to happen. Well, Q9, I mean, they're pretty composed. You got to see that on the camera. For Search and Destroy, it's pretty much all right. I mean, everything was put to sale there, and I think everything's all equal. So it's going to be pretty nice to see here as we move over to control, where both teams has a leverage in regards to like hardpoint and Search and Destroy. So we might just be able to see the best out of the best here. Could be a redemption run between Sun and Chuan. We don't know exactly, but fortunately, we are now here soon enough about the transition into...
Los datos dicen que solamente un equipo le ha podido ganar un mapa a Elevate en toda la CDSI. Y ese equipo fue Godlike. El único equipo que le ha podido ganar un mapa a Elevate ha sido Godlike. Nada más. Qué raro, no sabía eso.
Sniper out of this matchup right here. So yeah, a little bit of just performance enhancing here, honestly, for Sun, because he had himself 6 kills and 12 deaths. Also for Mauchi, you would not kind of expect him to play like that because he's had a lot of MVPs in terms of playing in the group stage. So you really have to elevate yourself right here.
Truly elevate is the name of the game here. Now, Nilio's going to be setting up. Everyone's here, well ready, locked and loaded. They want to head straight into the game already. Come again, guys. Q9, they were able to take down Hacking or the hardpoint away from XRock, but XRock was eager to get the respondment, and they were able to take that win in a pretty near dominant fashion on firing range with a 9-6 standing there. So both teams are all equal. And if you guys are enjoying the show, once again, this is the day number 3 of the knockouts. We still have another day tomorrow, and that is where we get to see the lower bracket finals.
¿Por qué están demorando tanto, loco? Diablos le ganó al hardpoint. Entonces se refieren al solamente playoff. Ay. Se refieren a los playoffs entonces. Se refieren a los playoffs porque Godlike... Claro, porque Vitality y Wolf perdieron 4-0 contra LA y Godlike 3-1. Por fin, demoraron por este mapa, caramba.
Number 3, if you want to win up against XRock, you gotta win your control maps, and we're dragging ourselves into an Arsenal map, which does fall in the hands of the snipers once again. But at least you're gonna need some of your ARs to do your job here for you, which Curly and Uling does well.
Yo les había dicho que cuando Wolf jugó contra Vitality, este mapa les había dicho que con 9 sí se lo podía ganar a Vitality, ¿no? Se acordarán algunos de eso. Bueno, ahora con 9 elige este mapa para jugar solo a
XRock. As we all know as well, Arsenal, especially as we transition to the B control point, it might just get heavily congested by those snipers, but for the time being, it's not going to be the snipers in line. It's going to be the ARs and the subs here, possibly an R9, we don't exactly know, but it's going to be close fire gunfights will be included here onto the maker onto the A control point, and Q9 to win the majority of it.
Yeah, great shots followed up by D-Chan. I mean, now you've got full control of the A side. While you bring XRock all the way back to the left side, you got someone not really playing the altercation towards cafeteria, but at least you got some guy just punishing XRock for just playing around the perimeter. But this does not look good. Once you fall down, Sino is going to be trying to spawn trap the hell out of you, especially with a sniper, but Son is going to have that idea. Gets the read out of it, and now they're going to be playing for exit kills.
26 to 30 now. Q9 is still pretty flawless. 5 altercations already.
Sí, ese nos vemos todo de una vez.
24 to 30. A control point captured. They got the life down. They got the time. This should be their round here. Not unless XRock can make the most out of the map control that they have so far with Nono alongside Chuanem pushed up.
A pretty aggressive assault there now for Q9 after getting the A side capture. They're sending D-Chan way behind enemy lines. And same thing could be said for Uling, who's got that AR just captured onto enemy spawns. But XRock is doing the same thing, holding down cafeterias. And yeah, no, just a lot better with it now. 3 eliminations, and Q9 is back at spawns. They have stabilized, and now has got the live lead as we enter the B side hit for Q9.
And we're seeing a bit more struggle now here for Q9 as the lives is all equalized. One time being, no operator still available, not just yet. Still going to be pretty equalized. And XRock is just not going to be letting go this map control that they're able to put up. But they
había empezado bien con 9, pero ya remontó XRock.
And they might just be able to get the cut as well to go for a possible spawn shot, but instead they've worked to try to go for a pinch here on this B control point, or possibly go for the split. I mean, they're pretty indecisive with their decisions here, and I think they just want to play off the crossfire, just surprising XRock perhaps, but Mom spots early out. D-Chan going to be able to get the kill onto one player, pushing up now towards the staircase, trying to put some progress here on this B control point.
Be advised, hostile.
That's going to be the capture here. Look at any player on the cafeteria, it's going to be over. Chuanem's just going to have himself on the enemy spawn, so that should delay the push. But a Q9 doing whatever it takes to hold it down. But Chuanem, here comes the damage done. Only good for 1, but you're able to stop the bleeding onto B side. If you're XRock, bringing Q9 back to play reset.
D-Chan has his war machine. Bruce and Sunu has their ops as well. It's going to be 9 to 13 here. Q9 not looking too good here for the life count. 20 seconds left on the clock. They need to move in quick. Mounty makes the play here on the A control point. He gets the clearance, but Rusi responds back with his own force as well. It's now going to be 10 to 6. And 14 seconds left on the clock. The contestant comes through. Uling's going to be inside of the hill. The double shell comes in, but they walk into the crosshair. And it's going to be a big shutdown from Ma. Same goes for Nono. Uling all alone. 1v5. Plus 5 on the life count here for the side of XRock.
El mantener para apuntar lo usan mucho. El apuntar. Ese ADS lo usan bastante y son muy precisos.
Was not absolutely properly executed there by Q9 because they're kind of holding only 2 lanes. XRock was using a 3rd lane to get Sinuo into the enemy spawn. Same thing for Chuanem. Those 2 kills that he had was able to deny the push for Q9 on the B side. Now we switch it back to the defensive side, and XRock is gonna have themselves a bit of a war machine play for Rushi. D-Chen going to be able to clear it out for the moment as 3 players get set back for both sides after the spawns.
3 operators here available for set of XRock. Gonna be funneling through here towards the direction of that A control point, where Uling alongside D-Chan is at. And now they quickly reinforce this one. XRock diverts their play on the B control point, which is gonna be out wide in the open. They can absolutely go and get some progress here. And in the process, they want to go for a pinch on that A control point, but it's not gonna be the brightest of looks. They just have to stack B here if they want to put some progress instead of the objective.
And No still playing with 6 kills now. Mauchi's doing the same thing that XRock was doing on the defensive side. Sino trying to search for Mauchi. He's gonna succeed in getting that elimination as Mauchi goes for a triple. Has an equalizer in his hands, but Sino finally able to deal him along with Chuanem. Now 4v3 on this top side of the map, and it's still going to be Sun. And Curly just getting the shot down. And look at this count on the time. Only 15 seconds for XRock to make a move. In fact, this might just be an even better defensive performance for Q9 as they hold down XRock on the spawns. It all depends on number 4 in Mauchi, who does lose the fight. So now XRock is able to hold it down.
Más agresiva,
Stop that clock from winding down and get some capture on the A side.
They have the equalizer as well if Q9 decides to make the push.
Me parece que sí, ya.
But the Predator flies in.
Mañana sería la final, el loser bracket y la gran final.
One more player on the B control point. One as well, just outside of A. Player 4 is going to try to wrap around here. The time is extended though, and the life count is not too far apart. This is still very doable down here for XRock.
It does, but if you fall down, Mauchi's got an equalizer. It does not look friendly around the enemy spawns. Here we go. It's part of the aim training. This is what you're built to do. Go in for the spawn trap. Response currently not there yet for XRock. Now they're turning their heads. Look at Q9 now able to have at least some map control. Mauchi is keeping them busy. Only got 35 seconds to make a move around the B lane, and you have number 2 in Uling now having the bench in his control. Great power position to hold back down XRock. And look at them, they're just thinking that they should attack that mid-map, but it is going to be some gunfights that will be won by Q9 all throughout the map. And it's just 15 seconds left. You're running out of lives, you're running out of time. Say that I care for you, but you're out of time. You gotta move, but you're so far out to XRock. Gonna lose this one out. As Q9 responds with a super aggressive and a better approach on the defensive side.
Una ronda, como dice el caster, súper agresiva de Q9. Una ronda de defensa súper agresiva. La final de la loser la juega Elevate versus el que pierda de este match.
They don't really have much problems. They're able to sustain and retain the defensive pushes that they got to put up. Now, next up in line, it is going to be a 4-1 split here for the set of XRock. They're going to be going for the A hit, but little did they know it's that Q9, they're going to go for a 4-man push here on this B control point. If they don't react quick enough, this might just be a fast capture.
A very big brain moment for Q9. B side was just kind of a terrible spot for them. They were getting spawn traps, so they take care of something that was giving them that struggle earlier on the opening round, but they all get flushed. And now they're back at spawns, and Ma gonna have that access on enemy. Should they have the spawn trap? So this is gonna be a nightmare, especially for a guy like him who was a marksman, playing that firing range search and destroy earlier, along with Sunuo. Not a friendly sight to be in if you're back at spawns. Luckily, he doesn't have an annihilator around, but you can see the action is about to unfold for Sun. He's about to have a bad day. For the next few moments here, he needs to make sure that he wins the gunfight and predict where Ma is at, but he needs to find a backup just to help him. And still, we have Nono around the map, and he is jumping, flying, sliding through. Getting that 2 elimination, he's got an equalizer. If he wants to be greedy with it, he will be successful in stopping Q9. But you're having too much resources on it. So if number 3 in yellow in D-Chen does get the cut down on the player playing vents, they might be able to punish you for playing the spawn trap too much. No one to fight spree, Son, and Uling falls! No denies, but his teammate needs to play the point right now.
Verga, el aim de Nono es increíble. Ha mejorado, desde la CDM hasta hoy ha mejorado mucho.
DJ's gonna be pushed up. He does have the war machine. If the timing and the play is right, he might be able to get a tree spree here. He finds a double on the feed. 10 goes for a set of Nono off the Predator. 10 versus 10. Second segment captured. Q9 inside of the hill. And it's just D-Chen here with his war machine. Gonna be able to go on a spree once again. Tags one player here. Absolute double kill.
Y aún así, Q9 va a ganar.
XRock, nowhere to be found, and it's going to be Q9 winning by the objective.
That is amazing.
Aún así, Q9 ganó. XRock se centró mucho en el spawn trap y dejó ver muy libre.
There were 2 players in there, but what
Se
happens
centraron
is that
mucho en el spawn trap y dejaron B libre.
the players were just kind of holding back the B&A. They just could not win their gunfights, and they got punished there for D-Chen by D-Chen, who had his operator finding good value. Now he's got an EMP system. Is able to build up as they're back at the defense. That might mean trouble for XRock, as that partnered up with a War Machine or a Spiral might just break the point all single-handedly. But looking into it, XRock with a decisive push on A and the B side. It's a double capture that they're going to be pulling off.
Really good map control now here for instead of Ma. He does have this Annihilator out. He can cut off one more player here inside of the objective. Curly goes for the challenge. Gets denied. Ma still holding this bridge side down. There's going to be one player below him. He gets concussed. Unfortunate for him. Only avails 2. But that's going to be buying enough time for the rest of the team for XRock to go for the capture on Bravo. But they don't have a trophy. But it doesn't matter regardless. They still retain the life count. And the progression is still on that A control point.
codm just playing the objective, just like to see it. It's just giving XRock so much opportunity to stop that clock and work their way around. The cavalry arrives. XRock now is going to feel the EMP system. Is there any operator available for them to flush out the players holding it? It seems like they don't have to do that. Mauchi gets the triple, clears out the laboratories, and XRock are back at spawns. And this is a spawn trap that might just be the menace here with Sun holding down the secret. Mauchi on the robotic side. Number 2 in Uling gonna have the mid-map presence.
Nuevamente ronda de defensa agresiva de Q9.
A nice counter to evade the attacks. But you only have one angle at this. Just gotta convert every shot that counts here, but Curly able to get the spray down. XRock about to get pinched here by Curly, and they're gonna be able to get the attack working. 13 seconds left for XRock to push at the B side, but Curly with the claw, the Prince able to stop the first wave. Last wave coming through. They're so far behind in Q9. Down with another time expiration. They are cooking.
Hoy puede ser el día que
XRock with the
gane.
defense.
3-for-1 now. And as they go straight towards this round, both teams has 2 operators. XRock, Gatsuno, and Rusi, D-Chen, and Mauchi for set of Q9. It's going to be XRock once again back here on the defense. Offense we go here for set of Q9. And it's going to be a heavy A push here from the side of Q9. It's just going to be a 4-1 split. Simultaneously, one going towards Bravo. D-Chen's out here with a War Machine, and he finds some more. He gets the first blood. He gets a triple kill. Looking to get the barge here. Doesn't check the corner. No gets 1. Looking to get the double. Unfortunately, he's going to go for the chase down. He wants to go for the punt. But he gets denied off Uling. And it's now going to be 26-25. Life advantage for the first set of XRock, but it's only momentary.
Q9 still trying to advance through. Yeah, this guy's venting. Definitely a Moss here. Somebody gonna have to hit the emergency button right there to get him out of the way. Mauchi gonna bring out the equalizer, stunned, but not killed. Q9 trying to make the push on the B side, successful with Mauchi extending out with the equalizer, so a little bit of a spawn trap moment for him. Waiting for this moment for these players to drop down and get punished. 27 kills for Mauchi here. He has looked pretty good after underperforming at a search and destroy, but their team gonna get flushed out as XRock finds all 4 members to go down. They're playing reset with number 3 and D-Chen playing the A side.
19-17. Progression on that B control point slowly getting cleaned up.
Todos, literalmente todos juegan con el mantener para apuntar en cada gunfight. Todos, hermano.
XRock's trying to go for the pinch, but Uling just goes on the burner, and he's grading the players of XRock. Should be securing off the capture already on his A control point. XRock should just try to stack towards B instead.
Okay, great shots to open up the B side here. Uling with the operator finds one. No, still holding down the B side strong, but still not good enough as the annihilator from the Emperor is just super accurate. Finally gets dealt with there by Ma, but look at the offense. Just able to make some attack work on the B side, but Ma finds 3. Now the operator showtime. Mauchi is able to win the gunfights. It's a full-on brawl on the B side with Mauchi making the plays. Dancing, splurging through. He falls down. But D-Chen and No are gonna go right at it to enemy's throat, and they are gonna be able to control the fight. Not unless Sun shows up, the Sun God. Going to be able to push off with that Spyro in his hands. An opportunity for Q9.
Como les dije, Q9 juega impecable este mapa. Por eso siento que se lo hubiesen ganado a Vitality también.
They're going to take him out, and Q9 takes map number 3.
Respawns really the forte here for a set of Q9. Came out pretty dominantly. Uling's hyped up, just getting his teammates locked in, and that was just a beauty to see. I mean, On paper, if you take a look at the overall standing, it seems to be pretty
Ahí
dominant,
Olin
but it's
motivando a todos, motivando a todos. Un verdadero líder, un verdadero capitán.
Per round that they were able to take the win. This came in pretty crucial. Come again, it was exactly the same way, and how it went down on hardpoint, where they're just able
Qué bien,
to
hermano.
assess the
Qué
situation
buena
where
partida.
they know exactly what they have to like,
Qué buena partida estamos viendo.
find the execution. After
Qué
all,
buena partida estamos viendo. Todo muy, como dice justamente ahí el Ethan, todo muy limpio, todo muy clean, todo muy perfecto se ve, todo un nivel muy alto, no hay nada que decir, solamente disfrutar en realidad. Muy alto el nivel. Probablemente, es muy probablemente que sea la final de la Champs, ¿eh? Es muy probable.
And obviously, you saw the defensive side is a little bit better for Q9 as they
Muy
went
loco.
2 time expiration on the 2 defenses that they were able to play. And it starts with D-Chen absolutely getting things done on that round number 2 or
Qué
3,
loco,
if I'm
hermano.
not mistaken, when the players of XRock, Moss, when no were just
Le viene un
all over
hardpoint
spawn
más.
running their base. He was up
Pero
there
bueno, está todo
playing
perfecto,
the
man. O sea,
robotics, he was playing that
el
main
nivel
map,
que estamos
and
viendo
also,
es
more importantly,
perfecto. El hardpoint y el hardnayer sí no es a los dos equipos que te diría que deberías estudiar. En BID es un nivel altísimo y en control Arsenal Q9 puede ser el control Arsenal más fuerte del mundo. Se lo podrían ganar a Vitality, como les dije. Cuando jugó Wolf contra Vitality les dije, ojo, no es que Vitality le puede ganar control Arsenal a todo China. A Wolf y a XRock probablemente, pero a Q9 no creo. Q9 lo juega bien. Hoy Q9 eligió Control Arsenal y han demostrado jugarlo bastante bien. Fue el primer mapa de control que se pusieron a practicar en la CDM. Y al día de hoy, pues la práctica hace el maestro. Son el mejor Control Arsenal de China y probablemente del mundo, ¿no? Muy bien jugado. La verdad que muy bien jugado. No hay casi nada que reclamar. Todas las jugadas, toda la inteligencia, todo el nivel, las salidas, todo el uso de operadores, por dónde pushean, las vueltas que dan, cuando tienen que hacer una defensa agresiva la hacen, cuando tienen que hacer una defensa no agresiva también. Es increíble.
大家听力还有听力。不行，我们那波太默契了，没关系，兄弟们，没关系。OK， 有大吗？有大吗？
两炮，
我们一会儿还是听我说，我们一会儿进攻方还是要把加电费清掉的，一定要清加的，不要去照老家，收益不好，他们就归我们东西了。OK， 对，听我说，有大招吗？有大招吗？有大招吗？有大招吗？
两炮。
OK， 我们刚才看那场，然后懂了，我们做三线，然后140，孙旭碧，140。OK， 我跟你们。
You can see the Emperor just commanding the Legion right there. They knew that they are going to be chalk in that first round, and what happened? They won the
Pues Luis, tienen a Guagua. Si decidieron usar a Guagua siempre en todas las scrims y ya hacerlo titular, él es una perfecta opción. Si no, podría ser Gucci, que ya eso se está planificado. No sabemos si luego de la Champs Nian se retira, tienen que hacer cambios. Pero tiene a Guagua. Guagua es perfecto para reemplazar a Kichin. La verdad. Solo que lo tienen ahí guaguardeadito. Ese es el problema. Siempre es lo mismo. Un buen líder, verdadero capitán. Sí, unas callouts limpias, clean, concentrados. Los gritos pueden animarte, la call out, pueden hacer una call hypeada, pero al mismo tiempo la convierten en una call out desordenada, ¿no? A veces te tapa sonidos importantes. Yo creo que el tipo de comunicación debe ser así, concentrada, precisa, exacta. Y solo dime lo que necesito saber. No me interrumpas el juego, nada más. No me estés gritando. Yo necesito estar concentrado y tranquilo, no emocionado y hypeado. Eso ya pasó de moda.
see the first 2 rounds won over on the defensive side. And Q9 really had to get the breakthrough on the first round to win the offense. And guess what?
Muy parejos en las kills, pero Nono 37-18. Ese era mi miedo. Mi miedo era que Nono vuelva a su prime del 2022 justamente para la Champs. Si Nono vuelve a estar en su prime en la Champs, se acabó para todos. Nono aún no está en el prime que estuvo antes en el 2022. Pero si vuelve el prime de Nono, que tiemble el mundo. Se puede llevar el MVP del mundial sin problema. Pero aún no está a su 100% Nono.
The attack side, and even better, on round 3, he had that opportunity to utilize a war machine, and he was able to build up to an EMP system. In the following round, they were able to utilize that, and Mauchi, guess what, was on the window on that A side, got those 3 players, and immediately XRock got flushed. And just like that, it was a win for them on the defensive side. True time expiration.
¿Qué mapa será? ¿Un hardpoint standoff?
Series, we hop back into a hardpoint live here in AGE Sports Center, Chengdu, China. You're watching 2 of the best teams in the world right now going at it at the upper bracket finals of CDSI 2024. The winner of this tournament,
Cali dice 2 de los mejores equipos del mundo enfrentándose ahora.
to the grand finals, while the loser gets to book their date with PJ and Yopi.
Paulin está muy concentrado y entusiasmado. Mira cómo está.
2016 Cleveland Golden State era here. I mean, I feel like we're going to reach a game number 7, man.
Se viene el hardpoint que eligió XRock. Pick de XRock. Mapa elegido por XRock. Sí, Nono se hacía 70 kills usualmente en hardpoint, etc. Y estoy viendo que está volviendo poco a poco a su nivel. Pero aún no está a ese nivel. Si llega a estar a ese nivel para la Champs, te jodió todo.
I mean, best of luck if you're playing Apocalypse here, because that's one of the good maps that can play a curveball and just be able to take down Q9, but that is also massive damage up against you because Apocalypse is the best map Q9 have on their bag in terms of playing hardpoint. The map that helped them won Mobile Masters 2024 up against Seminole and eventually did the 4-0 up against the one and only Glorious, who was the home team at that time. Let's get this game started. Q9 starting on good side. XRock has a tall order to do and needs to win this entire series.
Come get it now. Q9 will be spawning on the better side. XRock here going to have a pretty heavy split to work bottom side of television alongside just the mid-map overall. But the formation from the set of Q9 is just cohesive enough to get the first few kills and the first few points up inside of the
Hardpoint Apocalipsis, XRock elige este mapa. En algún momento este mapa fue el mejor mapa de Q9 hasta que en la final de la CDM XRock se lo ganó a Q9. La última vez que jugaron este mapa, XRock se lo ganó a Q9 y fue en la final de la CDM, y de hecho con este mapa XRock le ganó a Q9 la final de la CDM. Probablemente quiera traerle malos recuerdos, ¿no?
Take a look at this. 5 players from the side of XRock will be still spawning on the good side of the map, but Q9, they want to play this one down bad, scrappy, ensuring that XRock will not be able to get a taste off this very hard point. Finally, a breakthrough will come in, but only good for 5 seconds. Now, Q9, since they stacked this hill, I know for a fact they might just go for a mid search if you try to flip the spawns. And looking like they are funneling here just to get some coverage now in line for the slip of spawns.
Manchuan Chuan is the guy to watch out for. He has been heavily underperforming on the last 2 maps. Despite that win at S&D, that abysmal .44 was a young one impression that I was not able to expect, but hey, Q9 now able to break the temple side. Chuan M needs to win this.
Como rompieron el respawn, recuperó Chuan,
Two kills for Chuan M. The reset back Q9. A tall order for him as the 2 seconds there. Rushi going to be able to supply that needed time inside of the hill, but only for Mauchi, the Chancellor, to get the shutdown for them to flip the spawns, and now they're the ones running loose inside the hill.
Qué bien rompió con 9 Qué buen uso de humos. Qué buen uso
still
de
going to be
humos.
retaining the spawns away. There's only 10 seconds left, though. If I was XRock here, just try to settle for new instead, but they still want to play this one down bad scrappy.
XRock está conmigo.
They do lose the rotation as well for the
Curly
next
y
hill, but it really
Dechen
depends
están
as well whether they
haciendo
want to play off tempo
un
side
mejor
or
trabajo que China.
Nomads. But looking like Q9, they want to play off Nomads instead, and they're going to be able to get the first even contestant here on this P number 3.
No le ha hecho 70 kills a todos los equipos de China.
Only Curly here as he whips out the equalizer. He wants to go on an afterburner, grading the players of XRock, but unfortunately he gets taken down. Snow now going to be hopping in, but he meets Dechen at the end. Q9, as crappy as it seems, they're still getting more time inside of this hill.
Yeah, XRock still needs to do a lot better pacing here. You can clearly tell that even if Son only has 5 kills, the weight of the BB50s are outdoing the setups here for the Odin it's just completely something else. Right now, it is going to be XRock still stuck at the right side of the map. Son with a takedown on the guy at the bunkers, and Mauchi, the Chancellor, good for 2 eliminations. They'll turn this hill into a cache, and man, they're stacking it. Here we go, another punch to the face for Rushi. And now it is just the Mauchi show. 40-point lead that Q9 has built on the first 3 hills.
Mauchi's too good. He had to take himself out for XRock to stand a chance here as he was trying to flip the spawns, but solidified on the front lines. Nona with an equalizer, holding it down. There's going to be 3 opportunities here just right around. Willing's going to whip out this war machine as well to get the break here from the front side. Equalizer gets denied. The purifier starts to kick in, but Son going to go on the Robin Hood run, stealing the lives and the points away from the side of Q9. But is it going to be enough? Is the question. 100-point mark reached by Q9. XRock put the stale, but they quickly bounce back instead of the hill. The flow of rotation is just favoring XRock here because of the spawn.
Oh man, Curly, another 2 Ps. I mean, how many more can this guy do?
Hermano, Q9 puede ganarle en Rock, cuidado. O sea, con este mapa le ganaron la gran final de la CDM Q9. Tal vez quisieron tener varios recuerdos, traerle varios recuerdos a Q9, pero Q9 siempre ha sido el mejor hardpoint apocalipsis de todo China. Pero solamente XRock le ganó esa gran final de la CDM. No sé por qué lo eligieron ahorita. Tal vez para los malos recuerdos, como digo, pero Q9 está volviendo a recuperar su nivel en este mapa.
This P1, Q9 going to go for the exact
y sí, correcto, te veo un XRock como perdido.
While XRock, they'll have the better spawn for P2, but gotta keep in mind, they lost almost nearly 40 points.
Este Q9 es más fuerte, es 2 veces más fuerte que el Q9 que ganó en Brasil.
Yeah, there we have it.
2 cambios de jugador. Dechen y Curly.
Bit of a change of pace, looking vitalized now that they're scoring time. But as soon as I say that,
y Curly es el MVP de la partida.
Every time XRock is inside the hill, Curly's been able to shut them down, call it the fire extinguisher.
123 to 78. Ma here will be able to go on a tree spree. Curly shuts him down. 2-1 hop inside, but only from the top side shuts him down as well. 129 to 79. XRock, Q9 having a fight here on this P1 pretty intensely. And it's going to be at the end of it, Q9 getting the last bit of scrap time. But XRock is pretty much solidified here on the worst.
Ahí eso no me gustó de Q9. Vendieron el respawn solamente por pelear unos cuantos segundos en el hardpoint número 1. Tenían el respawn asegurado, pero lo perdieron, lo vendieron.
Q9 is going to be trying to break this into all 3 lanes. XRock needs to get ready, and they shut them down with the help of the Purify, with the help of the Predator missile, and the War Machine. So Q9 at least held back for a little bit, and Rushi already with the EMP system. Trophy systems are down, but he takes himself out in the long way. But they do take the first 30 seconds.
Despite the fact that the spawns are given here for the set of XRock, their last time to press the 7 side of the hill to rock the coins. Q9 barging in, fooling the Emperor, leading the push here. Snow is going to be inside of the control in the hardpoint with the Purifier, but only avails 1. Curly turning to take the spotlight, sprays down. Can he find 2 on him? No, he can't. Goes for a double, and XRock is just doubling it down here on this very hill. They win the bulk of the time.
Yeah, that's how you want to try to improve. It's always about adjustments to not get fully run over by Q9, but the problem here is that your P3 has been abysmal. XRock needs to do something a lot better in terms of able to getting the stack inside of this map, and you start that with codm holding down Hens, able to take down 2 players, now pushing up. Rushi off the back, and now you get a full attack on all 3 fronts, and you
Todavía
shut
está
down
muy cerca en el
Q9.
marcador, todavía muy cerca.
Here, XRock once again, they're chaining this one to a P2 to a P3, but they don't really have clear spawn definition here. 2 players from the side of Q9 is going to go for the cut towards the mid map. Sun's turn to make the play, but no meets him with an equalizer. He goes and avails 2 there. Gravity Vortex is out here for the side of Mod. Can this find an impact right here? There should be a full lockdown on the front lines, and Q9, they should have tried to look for a better angle. Mod is going to go for the straight now. He finds a triple, taking a 5-3 overall from the plant. Truly makes the play. True on MM is there for the trade. Claw is out. XRock still holding on to the hill despite the fact that the lack of spawn control.
Yeah, so far, loving the plays that you're seeing for XRock, man. You're finally seeing codm get in there. 23 kills to his name. Even better performance that he had on the first hardpoint at Hack the Ore. But it all goes down
Qué
to this.
pelea,
If you're
hermano, qué
able to
pelea.
stop this
Probablemente esa
P4,
sea la
you're
gran
going to
final
take
de
that
la
lead up against
Champions.
Q9, but you're going to have to deal with their 3 operators available. Rushi has got that.
Sí, Q9 está bajando el ritmo y XRock está agarrando el ritmo al mapa también. Cuidado. Muy parecido a lo que pasó en la CDM, que fue remontada. La gran final de la CDM en este mapa fue comeback. Saca esa War Machine.
And there we have the War Machine invested. XRock, for the lesson of the map, they are getting filtered by the War Machine, who finds good value off of it. And Q9 takes the first 30 seconds.
Love it a lot. He played in this situation before where they were spawning towards Temple. They were able to still stall down the leading here up against XRock. We see here with a War Machine trying to clear it up. He goes on a double free, making a triple spray, and they quickly hop back inside of this hill. And looking at the formation here from the side of Q9, it's just the last people contestant that they can hope for, and they look to get the break. It's a scrappy hill, but every point matters to them, and they take it right back.
Yeah, well, he loves this. Beautiful adjustments for Q9 despite not having the favorable spawns to work through the operators to break the hill there with the gravity vortex, as well as that attack with that War Machine from the Emperor. He gets himself 3 eliminations now. The Chancellor now going to be able to push up around the map. Q9 has the favorable spawns onto P2, but you gotta work it way up, right? Gotta have to contest this P1, make it scrappy, not give Q9, or either way, not give XRock a chance to maybe work their bounce back.
191-157. Q9 still going to be on the lead. Now on the march there for the 20-point mark.
Wow. Skill tras skill tras skill tras skill tras skill. Tradeo.
No, he does go down. Q9 entering the 200-point mark. XRock put the stale.
El respawn del siguiente hardpoint es el más importante del mapa. La rotación al siguiente hardpoint es el más importante de toda la partida.
Oh man, the Chancellor is in it. 37 kills to his name. And now Q9 is
el nuevo jugador de Q9, Curly, tiene 41 kills.
XRock in desperation to get inside the hill. They need to flip the spawns for next.
Seeing that XRock is truly bleeding in this series now.
Y Q9 sabe que esta rotación era la más importante y ahora sí asegura el respawn en esta rotación. Increíble.
Gets the call, he gets the read, and they're burning them down. They cancel out the push, they retain the spawns, and they win the gunfight.
GG's. No hay nada que hacer, no hay nada que hacer. Q9 rotó bien cuando tenía que hacerlo, era la rotación más importante. No hay nada que hacer. Operadores bien timeados. Wow.
Q9 on a double game lead on Series Point, Cali.
Oh man, to end that game with an equalizer. What does that remind you of? That was the game changer for Elevate when they played APOC Hardpoint.
La cara de XRock, hermano. Todos sorprendidos. Este Q9 es 2 veces más fuerte que el de antes. Curly y Dechen, los 2 jugadores que eran de AG, están haciendo su trabajo aquí. Pasaron de tener a 2 jugadores que no mataban nada a tener a 2 jugadores, uno que es súper inteligente, ex IGL y capitán de AG, y a Curly que era la mejor gunfight de AG.
Cali. This is huge. this is something that they just want to end it all off with. But come again, it's going to be tough. Come again, per game.
Fue mal pick de XRock igual. No le hubiese elegido Apocalipsis a Q9.
Full stretch here off game number 7, especially if XRock is trying to win the series off against Q9.
Curly lleva rato jugando bien, lleva mucho tiempo jugando bien. Desde la CDM. Por eso dijimos que Curly era, lo dijimos hace mucho, el arma secreta. Empezaron jugando con Chinan, Q9. Mantenían a Curly de suplente como arma secreta. Y para los playoffs apareció Curly.
Forcing a game 7 was here on this hardpoint APOC. Oh no, never mind. APOC hardpoint was a pick by XRock. They picked their poison. So now on the next map, it is Q9 that will pick the map. There's a high chance now, Warden.
Stealing a town, Cali.
Sí, el próximo pick es de... El próximo pick es de Q9 y Cali pensó que este pick era de Q9 porque todos sabemos que Q9... Para todos los que conocemos el competitivo de China sabemos que Q9 siempre elegía este mapa. Cali pensó que este mapa era de Q9 pero se acaba de dar cuenta de que no. El pick fue de XRock y que el siguiente pick es de Q9. Así que hay una gran chance, dice, hay una gran oportunidad de que puedan ganarlo ya. 4-1.
Enough to get the lead dominantly as much as Q9 was doing it, and something about like the way that Q9 was playing this one out, Cali. I mean, you gotta take a look at off that P1. They know for a fact that they have to get a lot of points right from the get-go, and what they did was stack towards that hill.
No, Carlos, en la CDSI tenían guardado a Curly toda la fase de grupos, hasta los playoffs.
Went for the chain, Cali. What's up?
Nothing. I was messing around with the chat, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. But I was listening to what you were saying, and I get that, right? Especially for XRock. And obviously now, they're back against the wall. S&D is going to be a map that will be picked here this time. S&D map pick will be done by Q9 here this time. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit tougher task here for XRock.
¿Qué BID escogería Q9 contra XRock?
Huh?
Takeoff.
I'm kidding.
Yo le escogería Takeoff. Kurohana no sé. Si yo fuera Q9, yo elegiría Takeoff.
It's just the fact that sometimes I see Callie in the background dancing while I'm casting, so this guy is one of a kind.
I don't do that. I am
Yo
not
elegiría
dancing off
Takeoff.
camera while I'm casting. But
Si fuera Q9.
Q9 is now up 3-1, Warden. So what do you think?
Takeoff está
I'm
baneado.
not dancing.
No, Q9
¿Qué queda? Kurohana y Express. Kurohana entonces.
And they gotta feel good because
Entre
the team
Kurohana
results
y
favored them.
Express
250 to
para
157.
ganarle a XRock.
Interesting that
Si yo fuera
the lead on the
Q9,
kills is not all that too
no
much.
sé. Creo que Kurohana.
not too much, but
Creo que
truly,
Kurohana.
XRock played for a lot of those cuts, while Q9 they were able to get a lot of those kills.
Ayuda a Brian, la
Majority of
máquina de
it
trabajar no
was
anda
inside of the
ahorita.
hard point,
¿Qué
and
máquina,
that
hermano?
is truly a big factor here. I mean, you kind of expect this type of game to go down to like a 250 to 230
Curly,
tally, but
48-38. Curly va a jugar su primera presencial con Q9 este 4 de octubre. Maushi, el dios de la Oden, 40-28. Owlin 36-24, Sam 27-35 y Dechen ex IGL de AG ahora en Q9 24-36.
It plays such a big difference, especially when you look at the scale of rating that
Jugó mejor
Curly's
Q9.
able to put up 1.47.
Jugó mejor Q9.
It goes to show that this guy really loves
En
to play
general.
around the hill.
Curly y Maushi le dan mucho nivel de gunfight a Q9.
It's just kind of underperforming today, man. For sure, we get to see him better in the last few games that he played. But Curly, the Prince, gonna get that MVP with 48 eliminations, 3 MVPs, and 2 of which came from the Apocalypse Hardpoint. 1 was up against Elevate, and today up against XRock. And the interesting part about that is that
Kurohana, porque no sé, Express no he visto a ellos jugarlo tanto. Express siempre fue el mapa de Wolf. Bueno, hasta que hoy lo perdieron, ¿no? En China, Express y Coastal fueron los mapas de Wolf. Entre Q9 y XRock, si yo fuera Q9, elegiría Correo. Ya veremos. Puede ser cualquiera, la verdad.
You're gonna beat everybody. And that's the reason why I deliberately said that this was a map that they weaponized on the Mobile Masters 2024 to win in the entire thing. They use it to dominate up against Seminole and up against, everybody that they have played in that tournament itself. So a nice attention to detail them. Map drafts definitely on the hard point, definitely favored the side of Q9. But here is the problem. We're heading into Search and Destroy right up next, where we had Sunuo and Ma, one of the best
Es por el
sniper duos that we
rol,
have in the
Manuel.
world currently
Curly
at the
juega
moment.
más
In fact,
agresivo, más a kills,
Vivo
más
going
por
down
el
as one of the
mapa.
best sniper
Y
duos
Oblin juega
in the
a
codm
darle
history.
orden al mapa.
Go
Juega
into
a
a
veces
Search and
de
Destroy
ancla,
map.
juega a veces
Sun and
dentro del
Uling needs to
punto,
step things up
juega a
as
larga
we enter that map
distancia,
number 5.
juega
I mean, I truly
más
feel like
como
the
un
basic
AR
differentiation for
pasivo.
Setup Q9,
Y
I mean, they
Curly
are
juega
operating against
más
series,
Slayer,
and,
más agresivo.
I mean, if ever they just have to work on like their
Más como soporte también.
they could talk through, especially if it's going to be a map of Express. Express, the B bomb site gets heavily congested over and over again. You're bound to expect a lot of those rushes to happen. Although we did see a bit of a change as well between Wolves and Elevate, where Wolves was trying to like change things up, or might just be Elevate that instead of going for that quick.
Están hablando de Express. Probablemente sea Express.
ASAT instead, and no, it was Wolves, and clearly didn't work out. So it's all about really getting the spikoffs once again. Sun from set of Q9 should be comfortable in the map of Express, but again, we don't even exactly know if it's going to be Express, but it's just for us to find out soon enough, Cali. But for this time being, a huge shout as well to the people on the western
Recordemos
side of the
que
world.
el récord mundial de kills en BID es de Q9 Sun, 42 kills en BID Express.
It's definitely a match to watch out for. I mean, this is the CDM 2008 Grand Finals rematch right here. But the difference is that on the Grand Finals of that tournament, there were more search and destroys, right? On a best of 7, they play 4 search and destroys. That's crazy amount of S&D gameplay, and it's this very long game. But on the World Championship format, you just kind of see Q9 step things up a little bit, especially on the respawns. They're kind of playing it more like Elevate kind of play.
Está hablando Cali de que esta es una revancha de la final de la CDM, pero con una diferencia importante, que en China se juegan un mejor de 7, 4 BIDs, 4 Search and Destroy, y aquí en un formato de Champs se juegan 4 mapas de respawn, y eso está favoreciendo a Q9 porque tienen una gunfight como Curly y así, y está dejando un poco mal a XRock. XRock ganó la CDM porque tiene un formato de 4 BIDs en un mejor de 7, y aquí es distinto. Eso también influye en la Champs. 42 kills de Sun a Sniper en BID es el récord del mundo en un BID en torneo con Sniper. Bueno, nadie ha hecho eso ni con arma.
Got to see as well just a little bit, step by step, Sun is able to just fill into a role where
buenos días, Leudi, ¿cómo estás?
He just gets utilized more now. But anyways, looking like we are now once again about to transition into the next game over here, which is going to be game number 5 on Search and Destroy. Cali, I want to see myself from Express.
All right, I mean, same thing. I think that's going to give Q9 a bit more edge to this matchup, knowing that Sun basically has a great performance in history, right? I mean, if you're looking into his performance up against Powerhouse last year in CDSI on the playoffs.
Sunuo siempre hace eso, siempre medita antes de la partida.
Might be even higher. So if that sniper can really get activated, and if Mauchi steps up, where he had a .55 on that Search and Destroy firing range, this team might be in good hands. But if you're XRock, you are the defending champions, about to go down to the lower bracket if you do not play this next map great, and possibly the next 2 maps as well right after this.
Well, start of the line here for the set of Q9. It's only 1 game away from them to put XRock on the lower brackets as well.
Niang en Express no sé, hermano. El récord es de Sun, Q9 Sun, 42 kills BID Express contra Stalwart el año pasado en la CDFI.
You are already in this competition anyways. Make the most out of it. It's now looking like we are heading straight to search and destroy, and the map is
Estamos viendo el posible top 3 de la Champs.
Okay.
¿Top 3?
Change things up, Cali.
Aquí está el top 1 de la Champs.
A
Probablemente.
map that we do not see in the... A map we don't see a lot.
Ah, mira, no me equivoqué. No sé por qué los casters hablaban de Express. Me hacen confundir, hermano. Me hacen dudar de mí mismo. Era Kurohana. Estábamos correctos. No vuelvo a confiar en los casters.
2024 upper bracket finals. Let's get this game underway. We have XRock starting on the defensive side.
Well, here we go. Start things off here with... Going to be a 4-1 split coming in.
Conozco muy bien a los
for
equipos, hermano.
And Uling finds a shot down as well from Ma. And that's going to be an early 5v3 situation. XRock
Sí, Flor, literal, más lo que me confunde.
Doubles it down, triples it down. Quad kill for Sanuo. Early now, all alone. But he does get the shot down. The ace gets denied, but it doesn't matter. 2v1. Numbers advantage here for XRock. Should have been for Q9. No way. Woo.
What the fuck, man?
That is insane! Sunuo with the explosive 4-piece! And we started where we last went on that firing range S&D. It was Ma with the 4-piece on that firing range. This time, Sunuo gets the 4 kills. Q9 has a problem with 1v4s. That has to change. That was flat out, just running in the open. Like firing range
Si no lo conmocionaban, se hacía el lace.
Want to know, Q9, they want to avoid this A bomb site, bro. Trauma is on Sanuo. And now they want to push up here towards B side instead. But they want to have this mid coverage first in hand. Sun's going to be leading the push.
Solamente esa jugada hizo que Q9 no quiera volver a ir por larga.
So certain what's going to be the approach looking like. Regardless, you got to deal with 2 players per bomb site here, Cali.
Still 2 players working there. That's no-no. On a tight corner. Which is going to be able to make that slide chow later on if it does get spotted, but you do have trophy systems that will be exposed, so you know there are 2 players here. Whether you want to take the picks on... hello, sir!
Goodbye.
Goodbye. And there we have the trades working for Rushia. 2 eliminations. Make that 3 almost. Close but no cigar there. Curly's going to be able to make the opening pick to get that B side hit. But Chu1M with the R9. Good for 1. Mauchi, the Chancellor, gets the double and the bomb
Mauchi con BP50.
Oh, sniper, Sanuo, no way.
Falló uno.
We got in the collateral. So close. Yet so far.
Bueno, falló la primera y la segunda la conectó, pero eran dos.
Back down, Sanuo. It's going to be a trade after rounds. I mean, we're seeing a lot of aggression to kick in here, Cali. And let's see what's going to be the play here for set of Q9. Default probably, or might just be a push towards the bomb trade. Just allocating Uling to go for the challenge here up against Sanuo. Who's going to win this duel? But gotta keep in mind, 2 players going to be pushing up as well. Uling, does he find the shot? No, he can't. Rusi finds a double. D-Chan goes down as well. These are the gunfights you'd want to avoid if you're on the side of Q9.
But they're still working their way on the A side here. XRock just looking into a full strong A side defense. With Rushi just holding it down with an R9. This is a bad spot to be in. If you're Q9, you're kind of exposed in the open, but you're just kind of sealing your position by walking around the A side. 68 seconds left. You got so much time to play around here. Down decides to take a pick on that angle. Widest shoulder ever seen is not gonna come through for him as we have Q9 wrapping around the B side.
Inteligente como deben irse para la otra bomba. Muy inteligente.
One player is just gonna be there. It's gonna be 2-on once again. Hasn't had the best of days here so far, but he will be the first initial engager here for information. Q9 is gonna be around the bomb site now. A very probable case for Q9 to be able to get this bomb planted, but the question is how fast can they react off the retakes that will be coming through. The surge comes in. Curly does find Chu1 out. It's gonna be a 3v4. It's not too far apart, but it's gonna be a 2-for-2 split here for the set of XRock.
Curly's on the deep flank right here. Good for 1. Sees 2. The Prince. Dom able to equalize the number, and he's wanting one more flank route right here. This time, through courtyard. Ma, where are you going? That is not you. And now it is going to be Curly in a 1v1. No, loses it. Q9 takes the lead. What in the world?
Y se ríe, Curly, se ríe.
Did they turn off their hacks or something? Mao and Nono was not hitting their shots.
Turn off their hacks, Cali. They're on LAN, Cali.
I know.
It's been turned off since day one.
Yeah, they have buttons around the back.
Dog, that's crazy, but hey. There's a lot of shenanigans happening here on the Search and Destroy. So unpredictable. Move in once again. It's going to be a 1-4 split here for Q9. Having a lot of mid coverage here. Well, XRock, they're just going to go for a 3-2
No
split.
creo que estén guardando estrategias para después.
Bomb side.
Creo que el formato y el pick ban de mapas no fue tan bueno para ellos, porque no creo que quieran perder, enfrentarse a Elevate y luego volver a enfrentarse con él. Cualquiera de estos dos equipos quisiera pasar a la gran final y evitar enfrentarse con Elevate.
What's going to be the call? What's going to be the decision? Are they going to push up towards B or A? It's going to move in quick.
Number 4 in Ma, still 0 kills. He has to hit up. Still no information. Q9 is doing a great job just ducking the resources away, but here he goes. The push comes to shove. Oh, bad timing. D-Chen makes the push. No, gets red on the slide into the DMs. It's just so smooth for D-Chen like butter, but Rushi. Oh, it's a demon. Gets those 2 eliminations. Still one more kill to tie it up. Man, John. Oh, son. Head glitch in action. And he fully converts it.
1v2. Sinuo has been in this situation before. This is against Sun and Uling.
Mira cómo rota Q9, hermano. Muy bien. Y Sinuo inteligente, ya se lo sabe yo.
Sinuo is not even going to walk at all. Might just go for the challenge. He's going to go for the shot up against Sun. Can he get the connection? No, he can't. Uling knows for a fact where he is. Going to go for the challenge. Sinuo too fast for Uling. Now it's a 1v1. Sun has the BP50 on hand. He's going to take this long way route, but instead he walks back. Playing off this, but Sun is not biting at all. Still holding that angle down. Sinuo checking every inch of the corner. And he goes for the challenge. He gets the flick. Sinuo with a clutch. 7 kills under his name and 2 impactful rounds. They find an equalizer once more, all because of Sinuo.
Sinuo está imparable.
Important stuff right here. Just what you expect from one of the best marksmen that XRock can offer. Had 17 kills in that firing range S&D, and he's picking right exactly where he left off. But his partner in crime, in Ma, needs to wake himself up in a deep slumber.
El que gana esta partida se va a la gran final. El que pierde se enfrenta contra Elevate, top 1 de la arena, que ya le ganó 4-0 a Wolves.
Just gonna wait for him to hit up. You just gotta trust your other players that have been phenomenal. Just kind of stopping Q9 and running over. Oh, the sun has risen. And now pushing up with 4 kills. Hello.
Goodbye.
Oh, yeah, no, they're stopping him. Curly is in a bad spot right here. It only takes 1 slide for Nono to get this finish. Oh,
one tap.
Oh, the Eagle Chow! The Eagle Chow hurts! No! What?
Curly le acaba de dar una clase a Nono. Curly le acaba de dar una clase a Nono. ¿Qué clase le acaba de dar?
Play this one safely. You can't get complacent. Sinuo is still alive and kicking. You can... Chuan is still in the picture as well. On the run to try to redeem himself. They push up here towards the A bomb site. Chuan holding it down with an R9, but he missed the second pump.
La mierda,
Sinuo
que a
all
la
alone, but
bestia,
gets overwhelmed
hermano.
by Mauchi, and Q9 takes back the lead.
Yo, look at Q9.
Falló con R9 y le metió una
Just being the de
deleteada.
facto there to get the first blood, then no, just uncharacteristically not hitting a shot. If he only just took the slide instead of just standing in front of Curly, he could have won that shot right there. But we're still a long way ahead. A very slow search and destroy map that we got in store for you guys, where Q9 has caught that match point.
Por alguna razón, Mano está con sniper en esta.
Look at this triple setup that you have here for XRock. It's a high-low posture. Right to a courtyard, so there's no access towards mid. But you're just kind of giving away the A and the B side here completely.
Still stale. Waiting for the push to come through. But 3 players from the side of Q9 now starting to make a push here on his A bomb site. Sunuo is going to be in it for a show. We've seen this situation before on the first round. Can we see Sunuo get another run for the snipes? Checks out, gonna get the shot to connect to D-Chen. Trade's not gonna fly through. They know for a fact Sunuo's just gonna be holding this one down. They want to go for the split here to check up the players of XRock as well. Player 3 and player 2 gonna try to wrap around Nono and Rusi. They have it all locked down. They know for a fact Q9 can go anywhere. They just have to go for the commitment.
Number 4 now, here we go. The shots now lining up for Sunuo and Ma out there.
Primera
He had
kill,
to
primera kill,
change to an AR just to get himself involved with these gunfights. Curly,
Aunque todo parezca muy a favor de Codmobileseason, está 3-3. Está 3-3 gracias a Sunuo. Si no, estaría 5-1.
Just gotta have to switch on to something, and Ma just had the Odin in his hands
A
on that
favor
round
de
to get
Codmobileseason.
those 2 eliminations, key rounds to keep this game all tied up and equal.
We move in to the next round here. It's going to be the same. All split here for the side of XRock. Heavy congestion might just come in here on towards this mid-map, but 2-1 actually gets the kill. Doubles it down. Early 4v5 here, not really favoring Q9. They're left for no option rather than just push here on towards the V-bomb side. Bomb's going to get planted soon enough, but in the process, Son takes down Rusi.
Son, nice shots. That's gonna give them that bomb plant. Still a 4v4 situation, so it matters where the rotation from the defense will be coming from. Do you want to play for the attack around the flank, or do you want to straight directly access that through mid-map? Or even better, if you can send out someone to play that sniper role on the back. Oh boy, great trades coming through, but Q9 finds a better outcome on this. No. Denies the mid-map attack for Q9, but Uling the Emperor
1v2.
gets the shot down. Sunuo, last guy standing, 70 seconds left.
Oh
He
my
takes down the
God.
sniper
No way.
from Uling, and now Curly's the last guy standing. The Prince needs to get this guy down. Bro's don't fake it. Sunuo gets the clutch defuse.
Otra ronda más gracias a
Luckiest
Sunuo.
man there is in this map so far in Corona Metropolis. Rounds after rounds continues to shock us over and over again. With that play right there, miscue happening from the side of Q9. XRock, they take back the lead for their side.
Sunuo's been amazing. 10 kills to his name, highest in the lobby. D-Chen, he hears those information. He's swinging out. Rushi gonna get flanked. Oh, that's a double for D-Chen. Nice read. Sniffs them out, so now you have a 5v3.
Q9 is going to be funneling here around that A parameter in hopes that that was the A players that was allocated here by the side of XRock, but they quickly push back towards the mid-map, waiting for some sense of lurking to happen here for XRock, but it's just going to be a 1-1-1 split here. But player 4 gets the call as well. That might just be the B-bomb site that they're going to go for a push for. After all, it is a 2-3 split here by Q9. Ma, 2 on him, has to make the play here to get that information relayed. Curly's going to be holding his angle down. The peek out is there. Smoke's deployed. Triple Cal might just come through. Back and forth gunfights, and it's going to be Q9 getting the most out of it. Sunuo here in a 1v3 has been able to do a 1v2. Can he double it down with a 1v3? 35 seconds left on the clock. One player on the left side. Gets the peek. He finds Uling. Now it's a 1v2. So doable here on the hands of Sunuo. But the crossfire is just too much. And Son finds the perfect time to get the backstab. We switch the sides with the all rounds all equalized.
And not all that too bad for both squads right here. They had a fair share of moments in underperforming. Ma had only 0 kills until he switches to that Odin. Uling still with only 2 eliminations. That might hurt them a little bit now that XRock is on the attack, where they're going to be hitting them with the aggression at the A side. No. Keeping all these players busy. Right through A lane, you have Kurhana Avenue just going to have a 2-stack in there, but D-Chen has been amazing in his close range combat. Another 2Ps in his hands, and a baited switch for Mauchi to win up against Ma. Sunuo cannot get anything done as Curly
La verdad que Q9 está jugando mucho mejor este mapa que XRock. Q9 debería de ganar este mapa. Colectivamente y en organización están muchísimo mejor que XRock. Lo único que ha salvado a XRock 3 rondas es Sumo. Esto debería estar 8-1 a favor Q9 si no fuera por Sumo. Individualidad de Sumo.
And they're going to be leaning towards the A bomb side, Cali.
Suno now is really needing his teammates, at least another player just to step up. Him and Arushi. It's just been good, but no, this close quarter, that's where they kind of got bitten in the back, especially with the way D-Chen was just kind of postured up on this matchup. Always getting those 1v2s when the team gets some certain aggression coming through from XRock. Oh, here this time lines it up. Wow. That's what you need, the opening that you can do to get yourself in the B side.
Clearance comes in here on the B side. G9 still waiting for some lane pushes to happen here on the A bomb side, but clearly no one's going to be around here for XRock. What's going to get planted? Cards played right. This should be another equalizer here, Cali.
Nice shot for Sandu. Quick flick. Equalizes the number. XRock just kind of laying back around the enemy spawns. Son now needs this fight right here as Chuanem loses to D-Chen. They're sending out Uling to play that long flank, and now Suno is gonna get their read onto Uling. Son left to clutch a 1v3 with a pistol in his hands. Cannot get the defuse all right. That swarm there for XRock to tie it up.
Tenían que ir a pusharlo antes de que sea un ninja defuse o alguna cosa así, no escuchan.
Back on for battle, ping pong battle, name it whatever you want. It's Q9 on the eagerness to end off the series already and put XRock to the lower brackets. Or it's just gonna be XRock trying to find
Chan se puso la Fennec, cambió de arma, ¿no?
Come back here all throughout the series. To open up this round once again, it's gonna be XRock calling for a default. Q9 are gonna be going for the same play that XRock did on the defensive strike, having a lot of contention there on towards the connector, while the A players are gonna be holding down the lanes as well that could possibly come through from the mid connector, also A long.
This is a very passive approach. I think this is where XRock really plays well, when they're slowing things down, just like what they did at that firing range. That's gonna keep Q9 second guessing what kind of posture are they gonna have, right? Is it effective? Once we see some outslays here up against the push that might line up through.
Para mí debería de ganar la
Q9. They're sending Uling to play the Kurohana Avenue. Well, they still have Q9 Son in there, playing that angle onto Sunuo to take him down.
Cayó Sunuo, pero también cayó Uling.
To go on this lane for Ma, but it's the last wave. Push comes to shove. We have the bomb at the B side. XRock only having 42 seconds left. They gotta go in there quick. Q9 thinking that the attack would be at the A side, but they figured it out wrong, and they'll have to play a full retake, and they cannot make it there.
The bomb has been planted.
Two-man push here for a set of Q9 on this mid-map. One player's going to be trailing behind towards the spawns. He's anticipating the possible lane push here, but Ma's going to be clearing out this mid-map as well. So it's just all going to come down to the B lane. Can they find a read here up against Q9? Chuanem's going to be the closest player there is.
Q9 va a hacer su clásico pusheo colectivo,
Can he find the first kill? No, he can't. But no one is there for the trade. He finds the double. Son Curly going to the hands. Oh, no, but the trade is spot on. Back and forth here. 1v1 gunfight. Mauchi Ma. Here we go. XRock. They double it down once again.
Ay, Dios mío.
And it's gonna be a 65 run.
La defensa en este mapa le está costando un poco más que el ataque.
I just don't understand why Q9 had to make that wrap on that A side, knowing that the player that was holding that angle definitely did not saw anybody push Kurohana Avenue. Neither even hear any sound cues, a slide in or a run, or even utilities. That costed them that one huge. It still did have to go down to a 1v1 at the end. But as much as possible, you want yourself to have that lead. But now that it is XRock's hand,
mira esa posición, hermano. 3 tirados en el piso en drop shot. Y ahora cambian de posición, miren. Ahora son 2 acá tirados en el piso. Es que el nivel de estrategia es increíble, hermano.
Not gonna get any piece of information.
Buenas, César, ¿cómo estamos?
Two players extended, pushed up here for a set of Q9 on this B lane. XRock now getting closer to one another to possibly go for this mid surge. D-Chen checks out, finds that information. Snow gets the call as well. Checks to the left. Mount's gonna be there. Shoulder peeks, baits the shot. Ooling in the process, shots down Rusi there.
Blank.
And from the back, Sunuo finds the read as well. Ooling goes down, but Curly finds the shot down on towards Sunuo. 2 on him here on the work. Should be able to get 2 if the timing is right, but the Sun is too quick for his liking. Ma's gonna be all alone. 1v3 puts it down to a 1v2. Curly pushing up, checks the wrong angle. That's a 1v1.
No debió pusharlo solo. Curly no debió ir a pusharlo solo. Arruinó la ronda. Debió haber esperado a su compañero.
25 seconds left on the clock. Needs to move in quick. Gotta check her corners here.
1v1. Oh, what?
Will get taken down.
Felizmente Dechen tuvo buen timing. Pero no debió pusharlo solo. Vendió la ronda.
The game is all tied up.
And that could have been played around better by D-Chen. They could have prevented that 1v1 if he had wrapped around the courtyard.
Buenas, Naur, ¿cómo estamos?
By the time it was a 1v2. So gonna have to give it up for that round win right there. To the 2-1-2 split for XRock. They're gonna wait for 30 seconds. Q9 just had to hold down both sides. But gotta have someone to play through banks, because that was where last time XRock decided to make that move. It can get pretty overwhelming once they have that information on that mid map and just get the stack happening either through A or B.
Default once again for the side of XRock. But look at Ooling here pushed up, just so eager to put his impactor on the board. Can't spot Sunuo.
Oh, what? No way.
The angle, the timing.
Ooling.
And Sunuo gets the shot. The flick is on.
Qué mal
Ooling goes
timing de Ooling. Qué mal timing de
too
Ooling.
aggressively. Not the way that you'd want to go down as the leader of Q9. And Rusi's going to push up here towards the lane as well. D-Chen can't find the shutdown. Fortunately, Mauchi is there for the trade. It's going to be a 3v4 here, favoring once again for the set of XRock as they go for the B push. Only Curly is going to be right around. The Sun puts himself into the mix. They quickly respond back with the rotation. It's going to be a heavy fight here for the set of XRock. Back and forth. But 2 kills will begin for the set of XRock. Sun all alone. Raid is on. Sunuo gets the shutdown. They're going to be on the lead once again.
They're falling for the same trick that happened to them on that firing range S&D. If this guys continues to play that 2-1-2 split defense where they're gonna wait for at least 45 seconds to run down for you to overextend, you're gonna be in deep trouble. And just Ooling got baited out on that. I mean, I get it. You get that kill, it's a high risk, high reward play. You get the opening pick. You basically know what kind of setup the team is at. But at this level where just kind of way too late within the game, where one more win for XRock gonna give them that game point to force another map, too risky.
Dale, Fir, suerte, hermanito.
Sunuo looking to get an opener here. In exchange, Ooling is now going to be playing next to his teammates here. D-Chen's going to be leading the crawl. The timing is so surreal.
Qué buena
He walks past
de
him, but
Dechen,
does he
hermano, qué
check?
inteligente. Ay, se deslizó.
He makes a lot of noise. Sunuo gets 1 in the process, and the rivalry between Ooling and Sunuo still
Voy a cazar a
lives on, and
Sunuo,
Sunuo is still going to be one-upping it, but the trade is on as well. 4v4. Still, Q9 stacked up here on his A-bomb side.
Yeah, a high-low posture.
No, lo de Ooling es mal timing, chicos.
No,
O
just
sea, no pueden definir
waiting for an
que le está
opportunity
yendo
for
mal
this
por gunfight,
for him to
por
get
arma. Es
pick
mal
up and maybe
timing.
move
Dense
around the
cuenta
map
cómo
now.
está muriendo.
Time is running out. Gotta make a move, and here comes the first push. That's gonna be Ma with that Odin from 0 kills with that sniper to 11 kills. He has turned it up, and there we have him winning the bait and switch. Along with his
¿Por
teammate
qué
Rushi, they're
hacen
able to
defensa
survive.
agresiva
Now
los
they
de
get to make
Q9?
that
Se
push
están
on the A side.
apresurando. Tienen que
With
esperar
only
que ellos
Sun
planten.
as the player holding, and now the counter there for Ma to make the wraparound, and that we have it. XRock only needing to deal
Codmo
with
está
Mauchi. They
jugando
have
muy
the ball in the
agresivo.
hands of
Debería
No. They
esperar.
can
Ya
put that
XRock
bomb
solamente está
down.
esperando.
Time is never going to be a problem. They have so much time to plan it. Now it's a 1v4 in this retake. It takes quite a miracle for this to happen. Unless you have that insane timing. The Chancellor. Check every angle possible, but you're running out of time. Rushi gets the timely elimination to bring XRock up by 2 rounds and 1 round away, enforcing a control map.
Very probable it's just gonna happen here, Cali.
Luego vendría un control.
Only needs to find the
Control
rhythm here
elegido
up
por
against
XRock.
XRock. Come again,
Probablemente
they have
sí,
been playing it all down quite aggressively here on this mid map. It hasn't been working at all. The formation of XRock on paper seems so simple, but they react so quickly as well. And it's gonna be D-Chen.
Another one.
Hugging this corner, just waiting for the push to come through.
Perfecto, así debe jugar
There
Q9.
goes the stun. That's not
Esperando,
gonna get anybody.
tranquilos,
It's a
sin ser
triple
agresivos.
challenger that Q9 has got, man.
XRock es el que tiene que
High-low
plantar,
posture
no ellos tienen que jugar
Around
agresivo.
the B cross connector. Snow still looking at that angle right through A, waiting for a sniper pick to happen there for Sun, but he's watching the A cross. I mean, the A lane, the Krohana Avenue, but she does not have any information. Now it's a bit more disciplined for Q9. They are not overextending. Maybe outside of Uling, who's got that angle at the back alley of the B side. He takes the first one. You don't have to go for more. Wait for them to push out. You should be able to relay that information to your teammates. And now you're prepared to maybe extend another round. Not let XRock get this win easy.
Still seeing the possible commitment here on his B bomb side for the set of XRock. But they're stalling time here. Wants to go for a commitment, it has to come out pretty flawlessly here because they only
El de
have
medio de
less than
Q9
30
puede ser
seconds
clave
to
para
play for here,
información.
Cali. And it's going to be Rusi alongside one of him.
No me gusta que no haya nadie en larga de A viendo si rotan.
Sun's going to be watching the cross if ever they want to go for the push up, but instead he rotates towards backside.
Ahí está entrando Sang para larga de A.
Find the timing here. Gets a lot of information. Sun's holding this angle down, has a machine pistol, but can't hit his shots. The challenge comes true. Chuanim gets the shot down. Bomb's gonna get planted. D-Chen finds Rusi out in the process. And it's gonna be a big old barrage push, but from the flank, XRock no gets denied as well. The double shot comes in. 2v2 situation. D-Chen, Mauchi, last glimmer of hope. Making a 1v2 here. D-Chen, all eyes on you. But looking like it's gonna be a round here given for the set of XRock. Make it game over. We're heading straight
Bueno,
to game
ninguno quiere
number
perder.
6.
Así que XRock
And
nos
when they
manda
found out that
para
the
el
strat where
control.
they're able to abuse up against Q9 at that firing range was applicable on this map where it's a 2-1-2. There was really no answer there for Q9. The adjustment just came in way too late, but all good, all
Q9
done.
debió jugar
That's what you expect
más
from one of the best
pasivo.
search and destroy teams in the
Jugaron las
world.
defensas muy
That is
agresivas, arriesgaron
XRock,
mucho y
still
perdieron.
undefeated.
Podrían haberlo
Knockout
ganado
stage.
si jugaban tranquilos.
And they keep their hopes alive in advancing and forcing a map number 7 to defend their title as the CDSI 2023 champions last year. It has been looking good for them, especially here with their snipers just being insane.
Vamos a ver qué mapa eligió XRock en control. Probablemente Seaside, según yo. Ya veremos. Pero viene pick de XRock.
Had multiple moments where he was basically able to shut down the opposing sniper, and that's what you really want to see from him. The only problem here for them was that they kind of got held back when Ma was still hitting that first few rounds with that sniper, right? He had 0 kills. Not until he switched into that Odin where he found so much effectiveness as one of the guys that plays for the bait and switch, either through the cross on the connectors or maybe on just the front side when it comes to holding down on the defensive side. And he ended up with double-digit kills here. That's what you see. Nice bounce back that you got there for XRock Ma.
It was pretty spot on, and come again, search and destroy is just something that is just so handled well here for the side of XRock. And I mean, last final obstacle here for them, if they're going to be able to win search and destroy like this, then get this round of control once again and just force it down to a game number 7, which they have a much more probable case of winning here to Cali. And now we take a look at the highlights here, man. Sinuo was truly owning the titlement of getting just the most impact here, Cali. Clutch after clutch is happening over and over again.
And also, it was also a great point to note that Snow was able to shut down Uling every time we see them face to face. So that really stops Uling from ramping up, getting a lot of these eliminations within the game, and it was really an uncharacteristic performance for the Emperor himself to get only a few kills before we end the game here. May have been the first time we saw him end up with a double negative if we could see the stats later on, but all the more reason why XRock played a hard-fought battle. They had their adjustments done, especially at the mid-game, where They knew if they're going to continuously stack and play aggressive, they're going to get themselves checked out of the way with the spacing that D-Chen was kind of doing, putting the hurt on them in every posture he was sent by Q9. When they play that 2-1-2 defense, it's where everything changed. It's like when the Fire Nation attack Avatar, it gave Q9 so much disadvantage because they kept on over pushing.
刀一大
A 小 A 小 A 小 A 小，
别急别急，我刀一大刀一大，
被杀了。A 小 A 小 A 小 A 小 A 小，
加油！他们就慢打。想到 B 小接 B 小3B 小了，走。我被穿场了，哥们儿。
A 小
我被拔了
刀
手条了，我被穿场了。
没事，来跟我。
我回头看一眼，别急。A 大可能有人。B 小跑了。
A 大有防爆，哥们儿。A 小没。A 小近点没。
空，慢下来，回头一个，
都回了，
可以倒车。我说倒车，听懂吗？倒车。 别墨迹去排，走。那我留。
There we have it, man. That is our cue to enter this. Man, I was stretching out because this is. I know for sure it's gonna go to map number 7 right after this because we're looking at that control raid where Ma should be able to get the lockdown. But for now, we'll take a look at the stats that we'll be able to prepare here for this matchup that we just saw end with a win for the side of Q9. I mean, for the side of XRock. And it definitely was a nice showcase of abilities in terms of adaptability for them. And yeah, just pointing out what happened to Ma. He was missing shots at point blank range, switched up to an Odin, and he basically made it easier for XRock to win by the time we entered the second half.
Oh yeah, truly, man. I mean, second half, hands down, one of the best entries out there is going to be Ma himself. And, you want to talk about the defense as well, it's going to be Sunuo. And those two players just able to sum things up here for the side of Search and Destroy. Now, Control was won over by Q9 earlier. And I'm not so certain how to feel about this for the side of XRock, but if they're able to overcome this, then be it. And if I'm not mistaken, this is a map that they are going to be choosing here, Cali, right? So they should be able to choose a comfortable map here. We did get forced into Arsenal earlier, and if XRock is going to be playing this one right, I mean, I'm not so certain actually if they want to lean towards the raid map or Arsenal, but if I was basing it off of the performance that we were seeing already, Cali, from the past 2 previous games, especially on the snipers, I think raid might just be a better choice.
Yeah, raid is the best choice for them. I mean, if you can give Sunuo or Ma the weapon of choice, they should be able to overwhelm Q9 on this. Uling for Q9 definitely had a rough time. Gave himself a Yang 1 impression. A .38 KD for the Emperor.
Ahora no voy a opinar de Uling, que ya saben que vean la partida, analicen bien. Que fue un timing malo. Igual hacen con varios jugadores de LATAM, NA. Tienen una mala partida y los crucifican, hermano. Tienen que aprender a ver bien la partida.
And here he had it with the Metropolis looking pretty good. Definitely why he is renowned as one of the key counterparts when it comes to playing Search and Destroy for XRock. Now we're moving into our control map up ahead, which will be a map pick for XRock. And we mentioned that Arsenal was already played earlier, so you only have 2 maps that you can play on this one, either it be a seaside or a raid. Now, looking at what's been happening on close range gunfights, Warden, it has not looked pretty good. So coaches should have a great, profiling on the team's performance in terms of close range gunfights. So raid is going to be the better map pick in here.
Okay, could be raid, absolutely. I mean, for the set of XRock, that could really favor them at most. Sunuo is just having the time of his life, especially on Search and Destroy. And yeah, but we still gotta respect how dominated the first round of Control played out there for the set of Q9. It went down to a 41, if I'm not mistaken, Cali. And yeah, I mean, it was just really well assessed by the side of Q9. I mean, there was some certain rounds where it should have went to the side of XRock, but they just kind of like lost the train of thought of the possibilities that could come to their way, especially when they were trying to set up the spawn trap there, Cali. We had Uling always just going back to the spawn, ensuring that it doesn't really get more devastating than it should be, Cali. So, hey, let's see if Q9 still has the composure. After all, they're a game away from advancing to the grand finals, and I know for damn sure that they want to get this game set and over with, but you gotta keep in mind, you gotta be cautious about how XRock is able to just bring back the momentum. I mean, they look to be pretty confident now, and with Uling really cold into that search and destroy, it's just not looking good for the morality here for Q9.
It does. And XRock being the better search and destroy team, it is not looking good once we enter a map number 7. So your best chance of winning this is taking away the map pick that will be done by XRock on this coming control map up ahead. And now we enter our convention center. We're live at the AG Esports Center, Chengdu, China, where we had 8 teams fly into the country to compete for the $70,000 US prize pool and racing the trophy of the CDSI 2024. You're looking at XRock, the defending champions. They won up against Wolves the last time, but here facing Q9, who is up and only needing one more map win to advance to the grand finals.
A map away from having their first appearance on the grand finals for CDSI. Call of Duty Summer Invitational wasn't really the most promising run there for them on last year's Take Cali. I mean, if you get to remember on that first round of the lower brackets, Q9 was up against Vault and he took that L tremendously. I mean, but fortunately, this is a different type of roster here for instead of Q9, and they're much more, structured. So let's see how well they can deal with this round of control, because if this does get forced into a round number 7, Cali, then I best believe that it's just going to go to the hands of XRock from then on.
We'll see, though, what's going to happen here. No has been amazing. Ma is definitely holding his own up there, but the player that needs to put in a lot of job here is going to have to be Mang Chuan Chuan. 2 times in this series, he had
Hola, Dax, ¿cómo estás,
under
hermanito?
0.60 KD, and that is unacceptable, especially when you're going up against Q9.
Un par de veces Izuku. Y cuando quedó mal también la gente empezó a tirarle. Como si fuera su obligación siempre quedar en MVP. ¿Cómo estamos, Valeria? Bienvenida. Nuevamente, chicos, no nos equivocamos en los pickban. XRock eligió Decisive. Ya denme un premio, tienen que darme un premio de mejor predicción del mundo.
And force themselves to play at the grand finals.
Yeah, he truly has to make the impact off
Nadie
the R9
conoce más a los equipos
redeem himself coming
del
from the
mundo.
previous performance that he was facing here, Cali. So if
Vámonos.
Juan is going to be able to back
Confío en
himself
cómo
up now here on
en
this
este
very
mapa.
round, and best believe it, the hope's still up high here for XRock
Quiero
to
que la
advance to
acaben
the
ya.
grand finals, especially if they force the game number 7. For the time being, Control Seaside is out of our face here, Cali. And we're going to be seeing Q9 here playing on the offense, XRock here on the defense, and it's going to be a treated split here, much more favored on that B control point.
I like this attack that you're doing, knowing that you have just 2 players just captured that B side for the moment, but you're kind of losing out on the gunfights on the passive lane that you got, and that gives access for Chuan M to make the push around the A lane. Number 3, Yellow and D-Chen needs to win this battle right here. If not, Spawns, it's just going to be a bit of a problem here, but you're doing a great job punishing XRock for the map extension by just doing objective time on the B side.
Yeah, time extension is much more valuable here, especially if you're just going to be talking about the first initial wave of kills. I mean, Spawn Trap still not did it up here for of XRock, so they really went on for that extension, availing nothing at all. So that's going to be pretty unfortunate here for XRock. Much more of a greater look here for the setup of Q9. I mean, they can just go for the stacker on his A control point, get some waves locked in, get some cuts on towards Chapels, and this should be the win by the capture.
And they're waiting for that guy at the billiard table just to expose himself. Mauchi don't be able to fully start him out, so the only problem here would be your attack at the A side. You needed kind of a bit of an attack where you should be able to find someone to play around courtyard to make that a pinch play maneuver. Q9 going to be forced back to play spawns. Gonna take another crack at this time setting 1 player to play off lane. While their players attack that A side, they fail once again. XRock, solid defense for the time being, but Uling there with the response, now able to extend towards churches.
I'm gonna push up as well to just get this caught in. Player 2, player 5, Lucy and Chuan still holding on to that A control point. This might just come out pretty disastrous here for instead of XRock. They can't find the respondents here, but fortunately the players from the back of XRock, they are able to deal with the players of Q9. Now it's just gonna be Q9 here scrambling across to try to get some contestment here on his A control point, but the reinforcements comes in pretty quickly as well for XRock.
A nice shot from, there we have it. Just get those kills, brother, but Mauchi just flies through. Roshi still been able to make the trade work. Defense holding strong, sniper in his hands, and he takes D-Chan's head off the game. But Uling going to be able to make his resources enter inside, but only for them to get shot down. You're looking into the defense. You're lacking that extra guy to play for those trades, and the angles being taken by XRock just clearly a lot better. Nooks and crannies is being taken over.
Creo que te puede salir en para ti, Tirin.
Down to only 6 left for Q9 to attack with only 40 seconds
No
left.
debió sacar la
This is
War
your
Machine,
best chance
fue
of winning this. You
innecesaria.
try to send out Uling to play that long courtyard attack, and there you have it. A potential win through capture can be possible should you stay alive on the front and have Uling play the back of this A side hit. And here we have him. Only the guy standing takes down Sunuo, but the trade for Nono is there, and Son is the last guy to make sure this capture works. A 1v8. Can we see it happen? Gonna sound crazy, but it might be possible. No, just tries to end that, and there we have it. XRock with the defensive hold. Countless of waves of assault on the A side, and they did wonders, taking that first round.
No sale esta
Despite
ronda
the
para ti.
early capture there towards Bravo for
exclusivita era.
Q9, they just struggled right from then on once they transitioned towards Alpha. I mean, they tried to make a push towards the mid map, but it didn't work out. They got caught off guard by the players of XRock. Now it's XRock's turn here to play on the offense, and now they have this whole A control point locked down as Q9. They had a misread here. They went for the priority on this B control point. They're gonna go for a cleanup, but in the process, Nono was able to find 2, and that's gonna be such a worthy investment of Nono's life instead of the B control point. Capture is halfway done here on A, and they have the life count favored for them, Cali.
H1M with the clog and overextending. Oh, I like this lane. That is gonna be good for 1. Now it's gonna run out. Duration out of the way. Curly still looking to get the guy out. I mean, XRock's been very feisty with it, man. They just really want to go everywhere, and they're fighting on all fronts. But you know for sure, with XRock on the attack side, they want to make as much as map control possible. They want to send some guy out to play that spawn trap. That is going to be Chuan-M, who wins that gunfight onto Mauchi, keeping them distracted and turning their heads. But XRock hasn't really made a move just yet. They're still stuck at the rooftops.
22 to 18. We got 4 operators here, ready for investment. It's going to be XRock once again just funneling through here on his B control point. We got a possible pincher coming from the side of Sunuo, but he does hold his sniper in line. He missed the first shot, but he has an R9, and now he's going to go for this commitment here for the push. Picks up the BP-50, but unfortunately he gets read on by the side of Sun, the rest of his players, the rest of his teammates from the side of XRock. So they're going to go for a breakthrough here on this control point. The War Machine is out, but the Sparrow disconnects the push here.
No puede ser que van a empatar la serie, hermano, no te lo puedo creer. Parece un 3-3,
Owling with that shot onto Nono. That's gonna make sure at least you have a bit of a solid defense there. Going to be Sapature just falling out alive. Sunuo with the 3 eliminations, open things up on the B side. A capture totally possible.
Que es de
But XRock goes inside. Owling cannot secure the flank. There is no position done by Q9. You're trusting so much in Mauchi to make the plays right here. Long range assault not going to be good. Mao with the 2Ps in the feed, and just 2 more segments done. 1 more to go for XRock to win this fight. And there we have it. That should be it. Last 4 lives remaining for Q9. And XRock looking solid in the first 2 rounds.
And it might just get retained here, Cali. I mean,
ahí en ese caso era mejor dejar que ganen por la captura que regalarle kills, rachas y operador.
We weren't really seeing much of a margin that Q9 is putting up. I mean, you take a look at the running. It is just the gunfight's much more better here for the set of XRock. And we move on to the next round once again. Q9's back on the offense. They're going to go for a 4-man push here on this A control point. But Sunuo finds a triple. He looks to get some more, but finally
Sunuo está loco hoy día, está muy loco hoy día.
that is going to be enough for them to get the progression here on his A control point.
If they're going in for the throat by putting 2 of their players to play the spawn trap, XRock don't look pretty amazing on this with Nono, with the audit in his hands plus the equalizer. That is 3 players and also a hunter that takes down D-Chen. Lives are lost. It's a massacre in the spawns. And it's stuck it over. Everybody from XRock are just swarming in the spawns. Ma falls down, rooftop access, but the rotation there for number 5 in blue and Chuan-M will cut them off for a bit. Sunuo gets at least one kill before getting
¿Vieron
taken
cómo-
down, and that Q9
¿Vieron lo
just down
importante
the line
que
of
es un
lives.
Big Bang, hermano?
On the verge of going for another sweep here
En
on
un
control,
Arsenal como
perhaps.
de domina, en un
There
Seaside,
are all
XRock
the running as
está
well to
haciendo
take this
trizas.
round number
hermano.
3 in a very dominant fashion. Ma is out with Annihilator, gonna go for a tree spree. Looking to get some more, but it doesn't really matter regardless. At the end of it, we all know XRock will win this round. Uling, Curly all alone. Ma still in it for a show. It's high noon for No-No, and it's going to be a all-time great play here for the side of XRock on the defensive side here, Cali.
They got themselves so much value out of that, and Q9 just lose full control of the map. Starting to see why they picked this map. Sunuo has been performing very well with that sniper. Ma, honestly, with that Odin was a shocker. I mean, I know he's always done it on the respawns with the hard point, but here he has been fully effective, scoring 18 kills in XRock. Able to bully out Q9, who has been looking lost on the defense. Attack side. Yeah, 27 to 27, man.
Spawn trap.
Equalizer's out here for the side of No-No. Still has a lot of bullets in his chamber. Gonna go for the clutch here up against Curly, but Curly wins the gunfight with a BP-50. Now they try to revitalize the situation here, heading straight towards the A control point. They know for a fact it's gonna be a big clash here. Who can come out prosperous is the question. Q9 so far, they're gonna be on the trail. Dechen tries to make the play, but he gets denied. And look at this, 3 players funneling now here on the entrance.
Este es ronda de
control
Q9.
point. Q9, you better watch out.
Yeah, Son gonna have himself that sniper against Sunuo. Who's gonna win it? You need this defense right here. Curly's there for the backup, but Chuanem with the R9 goes for the triple. Clears out the point. Now they got access to the A side, stops the clock, and they're doing time on the objective. While with the pressure on the B side as well. It's a double capture, but with a shutdown there for Dechen, it kind of leaves them with only one side to defend. Are they gonna be extending out, or they're just gonna make sure that they have a nice posture on the B side while XRock plays the A side capture?
18-17. Capture comes true. Time extension granted. Life advantage as well. But Q9, they have 3 operator skills to play with. They already have the extension as well for the spawn trap perhaps, but they're not really going down deep, not just yet. They're just ensuring that they don't give off any room here for XRock to get the rotation here towards the B control point. Big cut comes through from the side of No-No, but he loses the gunfight as well. Life count still all equal.
Oh wow, nice read there from Mauchi to go for a double. Still in the rooftops. He's banging on everybody he sees. Hey, hello. He's also got a claw in his hands that might just be the bane for XRock on this attack, but this is gonna save it up for later. Curly and the crew now gets flushed out. It's Dechen as the only defender on the B side. It's a 4-man stack with Sunuo holding down the rooftops, and hey, XRock now about to make the push inside with the operators in their hands. Mauchi cannot get anything out of that. And XRock now doing one segment. Cooling, waiting for someone to pop wide open. No information, swinging in. Gets 1. Gets 2. Cannot get the clear out inside. Mauchi does hold on for the moment, but their lives cut through. XRock only needs 5 more points. 5 more kills to finally put an end to this and put a sweep in this control. Mess up Q9's mental as we enter map number 7. Are they going to be able to pull it off? Chuanem and the crew does find a takedown on the players defending the B side. And Uling and D-Chan are the last 2 guys remaining. And No-No gets a shutdown on the Emperor.
Tenían todo para ganar. Perdieron los operadores. Confiaba que era ronda de Q9, pero los operadores los perdieron, man. Sobre todo la garra.
Map number 7. The final map to play to decide who will be advancing to the grand finals.
No te creo
Who will be dropping down.
que les van a hacer comeback, man.
This is crazy.
No te lo puedo creer.
Extension granted for the series, the longest one we've seen so far. The first Game 7 that we have here in this tournament for CDSI Cali.
XRock siempre de menos a más.
Q9 and XRock, man.
Y ahora creo que se viene un BID, ¿no?
This is the upper bracket finals, by the way. Whoever wins on this Game 7, it's the decider of it all. Who goes down on the lower bracket to go up against Elevate, and who advances and book that first ticket to the grand finals.
It does, and now it's really looking possible.
Lo único bueno para Q9 es que ahora es el mapa que ellos eligieron. Pero XRock está crecidísimo, ahorita está
First was the
fuerte,
firing range.
motivado.
Second was the Metropolis. And they
Tiene que
were able
darlo
to chain
todo
that
con él.
into a map number 7, right? A map number 6 win now to a map number 7 where they got a chance to win this on Search and Destroy. I believe it's gonna be an express map that we're going to be able to play here. So it's a great map to end this and dictate the fate of these two squads.
Jorge, ¿por qué dices que es hardpoint? Yo acabo de decir que es VIVO.
With 2 CDM teams. Come again, you know, we had the bans locked in earlier for Search and Destroy. Was Takeoff banned by the side of Q9. Tanisha, they took XRock, they took away Tanisha. We played Piranha Metropolis already. We played Firing Range left. The only map remaining left here is gonna be Express. So, hey, hands down. But for the time being, let's talk about the highlights here for Control here, Cali. I mean, who was the it factor for you for the side of XRock, man?
I mean, it's gotta be Sunuo, especially when they're on the attack side. The way he's able to posture up on the rooftops when they are playing was really the top of the game here, right? I mean, it was really such troublesome play for them because the players for Q9 could not.
Era ronda de Q9, esa era ronda de Q9. Pero perdieron los operadores justamente en esta defensa. Perdieron la garra, perdieron el operador. Estaba pintadísima para Q9, hermano. Y la Fennec le ganó a la garra. Salve, salve.
Seaside, but clearly it wasn't that case. He was still able to find the means to put his impact for the team. And guess what? I mean, he's on the running for that MVP as well. This will live on. Now, from the side of Q9, you are
No, mejor de
demoralized.
7, hardpoint BID,
You were up
control.
by 3-1, and now all of a sudden it's 3-3, Cali.
It's going to be a pain knowing that, you know, your best chance of winning this was the respawns. They're going back into Search and Destroy where XRock just plays so much passive gameplay all throughout the maps when they're on the attack side. So if you're starting on the defense, you're going to have to trust your full instincts to do a lot better on it. But you also need to learn from what has happened on the past 2 Search and Destroys that you played. You all know for sure you have always been cut down when the team is playing passive and you're overextending and you're getting your players taken down. So there needs to be some changes that they're going to be able to provide as we enter this map number 7. We expected this to be a long game and it definitely does deliver.
En mejor de 7 es hardpoint BID, control. Hardpoint BID,
These games are going to be very, very close.
control BID.
Hella close, man. And it's going to be hard to kind of like finalize as well. What's going to be the
Jugamos hardpoint BID, control.
because we all know as well that
Hardpoint
in the map of
BID.
Express, it really leans towards
Control
more
BID.
aggressive take. Now, we move over to the statistics here accumulated for Season Control. You take a look at the kills here for the set of XRock. It's 119 to 74. It can't get more dominating than that.
Lo que pasa es que es un mejor de 7, no como nosotros lo
this is
jugamos.
going to be
Que el otro equipo tiene un
a
mapa a
lot of
favor.
information to
Es
really
un mejor de 7
anticipate. I
donde
mean,
ambos
you kind of
equipos.
expect
Perdón, estaba hablando de.
Q9 to be
Es un mejor
outgunned
de
like
7,
this.
no como el que
Right, in a
nosotros
short
jugamos,
time,
donde
XRock
un
had
equipo
looked
tiene un mapa a favor
deliberately
y
insane
empezamos con hardpoint.
in his map
Es un
up
mejor de
itself.
7 donde ambos equipos
Everybody
empiezan
on the
con 0.
positive side, especially for Nono.
Por eso
27
termina
kills
con
and
BID.
16 deaths. It's been really the positive thing about this
Porque se
team.
juegan 3
But more
BIDs
importantly,
en
we
un
got
mejor de
Juan
7,
Am is able to hold
donde
it down
ambos
with that
empiezan con
R9 at
0.
least for the time being to
La
force the
final es
map number
mañana,
7.
correcto.
Rushi heavily delivered there as well with 2.25 KD to his name. We saw him a lot making the cutoffs work for them, and Q9 could not really handle the heat that was being
No
thrown by
estamos
XRock
en un
throughout the game.
formato chance.
And yeah, it is super
Ninguno de los dos
great to have
equipos ha
Nono as the
empezado ganando
MVP here,
un
'cause
mapa.
he is just super
Ambos
consistent with
empiezan
the
con
outputs that he's
0
done. And remember, on the
puntos.
hard points that we were playing, he remained positive on the control that we
Sí,
played.
tenían que haber
on
ganado
Arsenal,
Kurohana, que era
he
el
had a
mapa que ellos
2.0 KD,
eligieron.
so that is definitely one of the key factors here for now at the moment.
45 bajas de
XRock
diferencia. Sí,
has
hermano.
won 2
control fue una
SNTs.
masacre,
This was
man.
the last control game that we just saw that cut us down to our last map of the day, which is going to be a Search and Destroy 1st to 9 round. The winner will be advancing to the grand finals. Loser will have to book a date with Elevate with the PJ and Yoga
La final es
combination.
mañana.
Heck yeah, man. I mean, that's something you kind of want to
Final,
avoid, especially
loser
since
bracket
you got to
y
see
gran
what
final,
Elevate
supongo
did
que también
against
será
Wolves,
mañana.
winning it out to 4-0. That is something
Supongo que
that,
todo
yes,
lo
for
harán
sure.
mañana.
Wolves is on the top 3 chart right now for the best teams in the CDM region, but the gap is not as big as people would expect to be. Wolves can absolutely still put up a fight against teams like Q9 and XRock. And the fact that Elevate is just able to go for the sweep goes to a narrative where no one really wants to go up against them on the lower bracket because they're very scrappy. And gotta keep in mind, we've seen Elevate, the squad of Elevate, evolve so much to the point that back then when they were on the lower brackets, they'd end up usually like losing what, second round perhaps, or first round. But now they really like to climb this lower bracket. They are able to get it through and just be composed. It's not the first time that we have Elevate here on this lower bracket, so it's truly intimidating if you are on the side of XRock or Q9.
And they're intent on winning this whole thing. They have placed, third spot in CDSI 2023 with Olea playing. They play second in CDFI. They were one map away from taking it against the world champions in Wolves. So this time around, they did start up at the lower bracket.
Sí,
they did
mañana
not pick up the upper bracket because they
mañana
placed
gran
third in
final.
their Group B standing. But nevertheless, such a big threat to go up against with that SND. That really is a big kryptonite for them. But what we saw from them up against Wolves is something else.
19,
And
20,
that
21,
hardpoint
22, así
gameplay
que
that they
mañana
already
22
have,
acaba
where the
todo.
gunfight has been strong. Even up against Wolves earlier, even though the system does
Mejor de
look
5,
into
mejor
playing
de
more the
7.
objective-based game, where it's all about trades, right? They managed to put themselves everybody into
22.
a positive spot. So
Empezamos
that
con la
right
final loser
there
bracket
going to be
a las
something that
17 horas.
will be, watch out for whoever drops in this lower bracket. We are giving you guys our final game of the day.
Y
XRock
la
and
gran final a
Q9.
las
For those who are just
21.
watching,
Buenísimo.
it's just about to play map number 7.
Mañana
It's going to be
acaba
a
todo.
search and destroy. First to 9 rounds, and we have overtime if you ever just have to come to that.
I mean, we can lay out a lot of factors here, Cali. I mean, they can lay out a lot of those projections as well. They can have those strategies here and there, but the question is the mental. What is it looking like? Frustration is always going to be around here for a set of Q9 because, come again, they were leading the series here 3-1. XRock, they're going to be pretty much hyped up because, when you are on the set of XRock and you were able to bring the lead down to a 3-3 from 3-1, for a fact you're just going to be saying all throughout your squad that, wait, we're already in here. We have search and destroy already locked down. We won it 2 times in a row. For sure, we can do it once again. And I think that is the main storyline here for XRock. And it
No, la hora está mal.
they are about to deny.
Yo asumo que va a ser a la misma hora, 2 de la mañana, Perú, Colombia. Porque acá dice que los juegos de hoy fueron a las 5 y 9 y en realidad fueron a las 3 y 5 China. Así que mañana será la misma hora.
And be one step closer in racing the trophy of CDSI
No, Jefferson,
2024
para nada.
Masters of Masters. Q9 has lost the
Wolf le
last
ganó
2
4-0.
maps with Uling underperforming.
El mundial
The
es el 4 de
Emperor, with
octubre.
uncharacteristic outputs, needs to put himself in a manpower reset, put the team on his back and win this matchup. It's not going to
En
be
Perú
easy
son
as
las 7
XRock
y 8.
has looked so rock
Dijo
solid with their
Carlos.
sniper Sunwolf being the back-to-back
Solo 2 semanas
MVPs,
para el mundial,
securing it
correcto.
on that firing range as well as
Para el mundial voy a tener un invitado
needs to step things up. Everybody has eyes
especial
on him. If he cannot hold his
para
own
que esté
up
casteando
against the best
conmigo,
sniper duo arguably in the world
que es uno
at
que
the
me habían
moment,
pedido
it
antes
would mean
también.
trouble and
Esta
might
vez
just
ya
bring them
lo
down
invité
to
de
the
manera
lower bracket where they
oficial.
have
Ya
to
le pedí
face
su
Elevate.
foto y todo porque nos van a hacer unos diseños. Así que algunos ya más o menos se imaginarán. Siempre me lo piden, así que lo traje para que me apoye porque como va a ser una jornada larga de horas, sí voy a necesitar un co-caster. Así que esta vez sí tuve que invitar. Avisé obviamente a producción.
We went down to a chain, another round for hardpoint, and it was well again for the set of Q9. Then bam to the bam, all of a sudden the next 2 games went on with XRock.
Adivinen quién es.
Chuan just needs to step up, man. I mean, for XRock, that's the key to victory. He needs to be able to light
Sí,
it
va a
up.
durar mucho.
As we get to
El
dictate the
mundial del
fate
año
of these two
pasado me
squads in
tiré
this
11
final
horas
map
de
that we
stream.
have at the upper bracket finals of CODM Summer Invitational
Les
2024.
dije que era BID.
Who'll be advancing to the grand finals
BID Express.
and who'll be dropped at the lower bracket to phase elevate.
BID
All
Express.
eyes under
Y
this
eso lo
map
elige
coming
el
up
staff.
ahead.
No, bueno, es el que
Search
mapa que
in
queda
the
en
Soy
realidad.
Express to dictate who's
Ahí
going to be
está.
advancing.
No more chances. No more next
BID
lives or anything.
Express.
It's
Oh my
do
god.
or die here for
Vas a
Decisive
castear,
XRock
el
and
mundial sí lo voy a
Q9.
castear.
The best of both worlds. Number 1, number 2 of China. About to go for it now in this game number 7 in Express Search and Destroy. As we start things off here on the first round, it's going to be XRock starting here on the B bomb side.
Son needs to get himself involved early, needs to stay hot because he's been solid cold on this map. On the flip side, Sunuo has just been a whole lot better player, securing 17 kills and 16 on both firing range, as well as Kurohana Metropolis. Q9 on the attack, gets to plant the bomb quick on the A side. XRock has got that information with Ma being on the front lines. He's gonna hear him out, and now we got a triple posture play on Locker Room.
Ma's going to be leading the push here. Roosie's going to be falling behind. Sun gets the read onto Suno. That's going to be a
Son
pretty
3 días,
important
3 días
kill
de
here for the side of
chance,
Sun. And now, Sniper's out. They go for the push quite aggressively, and they go for the clear out. Roosie finds a triple. Uling now going to be all alone in 1v3, and the bomb's going to get the
Nah,
previous warden
hermano.
in the 5 for
XRock
XRock
está
to get it all done.
hypeadísimo.
Quite the win here for the side of
Está muy
XRock as they
motivado
take
ya.
the first
Están
round.
motivados al combat, man. Y Q9 está choqueado.
Roshi was a demon of that read there. He was expecting that it would be a triple child coming through lockers. And we start the firing range, the Kurohana Metropolis, and this Express map with 4 kills. Every time for XRock. Ma on that firing range. We had Sunuo on that Kurohana. And now it was Ruji with the Odin. That AR hurting the hell out of Q9 on that one.
Move over here on his A bomb side. One player in the lurking are all around, but Deacon gets the read. Roos is quick for the trade though. It's gonna be a toss up here. It's a 4v4. Todd's gonna try to fly through the train here from the side of Roosie, but he can't find anything other than that.
There we go. The bomb plant is in.
The bomb has been planted.
Still waiting. Angle that needs to be watched over here has to be Sun. There's going to be some engages happening through the bridges, but looking at the moment here, Roshi finds the takedown onto Mauchi. Numbers game in favor for XRock. They can make that push on the A side. Rotation-wise, there's no guy holding the admin building for Q9. They have themselves postured around drains. So Roshi should be able to hear him out. They only got 70 seconds to work their way up. Sun does get the takedown. Uling with the counter. Need this round right here. And you're only going to have to deal with Juan M, who's going to swing on by, and the Emperor gets that takedown.
Yo creo que va a pasar lo que dijo Jonathan. Creo que va a pasar eso. Lo que dijo Jonathan.
This is every step they take could come out, could lead to victory or disaster here. That this time around, they want to go for the speed push confidently. XRock Q9 gonna go for the clash. Trades after trades. Mountry doubling it down. Same goes for the set of Uling. 3 kills here for the set of Q9. 2 for the set of XRock. And they're looking to get this one set and over with. Q9 wins this one with a barge push here on the speed bomb side.
Unexpected there for XRock to see, and with
Por ahora
this
todo muy
Q9
tranquilo,
being all
no
aggressive.
errores.
But you gotta have to see it. Uling, who underperformed at Kurohana Metropolis, had at least a .55 KD. Have 6 kills on the first 3 rounds, averaging 2 kills on it. Looks pretty good. Now they're gonna abuse it until it gets fixed. Mauchi and the crew now. Surging forward. Mauchi with the BP50, only good for 1. Narushi, head glitch on point. Curly swings on by to take down 2 players.
Espectacular, espectacular.
Equalizing the numbers, the Emperor and the Prince combination. And we'll look to try to secure them that 2-round lead.
We got a 2v1. Chuan is now going to be all
Quería
alone. Come
espalhar
again.
más,
This
pero
guy
Q9
hasn't
no
had the
tenía
brightest of
leído.
days here for today's broadcast. for the series itself. He's gonna go for the spray down.
Verga, qué reacción, man. No esperaban que Chuan esté ahí, pero reaccionaron
The
rapidísimo.
reflexes from the set of Q9.
Apenas lo vieron.
Too fast for his liking now. It's Q9 shockingly taking the lead 2 rounds up.
We got the bomb.
Rushi, look at him, man. 10 kills. Oh my god. But Son with the wall bang takes down Sean, and that's what we're talking about. He's finally locked in, at least for the moment.
Vamos, Sam, es tu mapa. Es tu mapa,
Nice
Sam,
slide
es tu
canceled
mapa.
there. Keeps himself alive.
I get some more. Can he get some more? 2 to 3 here in regards to information. They're sending out 2 players here for the set of Q9 to push up.
Calibre A, planta.
And now they get the clearance here. They know for a fact that it's going to be an open flank here for them. 2 players might just pass over that overpass as well, but looks like they want to funnel through mid. Gotta worry about Uling as well. Gonna go for the flank. And Sunuo through the train. Spots Curly out. The lineup is on. But Uling is eager to get the trade. Timing is right. He finds the shutdown. Sunuo is out. Numbers advantage still here for the set of Q9.
Numbers wise, time wise, they are good. But look at number 3 in blue and No. Massive flank, but his teammates just kind of fall down. Rushi, the best player on this current map, gonna fall out of the way. Mach gonna get this attack all the way to the admin building. The Chen gonna spray it down for a little bit. Now he's gonna get caught. All down to No. Can he deny? 18 seconds for him to play around the map, and he's gonna take down Mauchi. Now he's got the high ground in position. Information, D-Chan is just stalling time. He's praying, but the clock is running out. Q9 with the pistol and the R9 kill, and there we have it.
Volvió a tomar el ritmo el equipo del Q9. Volvió a agarrar el ritmo.
All it takes is Uling to
En el
get
ataque
back
le
on
está yendo
track.
bien. Tiene que hacer lo mismo en el cambio de bando.
Just run away instead of XRock. The train is passing by. They move in the nick of time. Sun holding the crossfire down there on towards mid map. XRock
They have the bomb.
looking like they are going to be finding the proper call here. They are just playing this one passively, just waiting for the push to come through from the set of Q9, and it is more leaning towards it a bomb side. 3 players will be found in line. They're just going to be checking every corner here, played safely. Fortunately for them, there's not going to be any casualties aside from Mod that will be holding the bottom part of the overpass. You might just be able to get a
Le va a
few
caer
here
granada,
if
man.
ever
Le va a
he
caer
gets the
granada,
shot to
man.
connect and reacts quickly enough. But in the process, Q9 is going to be able to get the bomb planted.
Another bomb plant. That means XRock needs to play for a retake.
Le tiraron
Looks
granada a la
pretty strong
derecha.
all the way to the front. But Rushi just kind of holding it down on the trains. Q9 has got a solid setup around the back, just in
Otra
case there's
granada
going to
más.
be a flanker. But little did they know that XRock's going to burst through the front completely. Gotta win your close range gunfights. Bounty throws the nade, and Uling takes a takedown on Sunuo. Bomb is gonna get tapped, but it's gonna be fake. Mauchi sprays it down, and Mom
Espectacular,
gets swept
espectacular.
off the ground. Q9, 5-1.
Qué buena ronda, qué buena plantada, qué buena cobertura. Muy bien posicionados. Ahora XRock va a impedir que Q9 plante. Porque si los deja plantar en el retake no tienen ni idea. Van a jugar más adelantado, vas a ver.
It's 1-5, by the way. Come again, this is game number 7. XRock, you need to double it down.
Fueron a pushar con todo para A para evitar un plan. Ahora tienen que ir con todo para B.
What angle?
Well, the trade is on. Back and forth battle as we get to see 3v3 situation now. Bombs
Q9 los engañó, plantó en B.
Oh, 38 seconds. No. Oh, man. He's there with his teammates. Someone has to make the long flank right here. No with the high ground advantage takes down Curly. The swing on by is good for Chuanem, but Son on a 1v1. He sees him.
Did you get it?
Who's gonna win the gunfight?
He gets it.
Oh, the Son God wins the fight, and the round extends to 5-round lead. Q9 running him over.
Se fue bonfight, La ganó San muy bien ahí.
And Blitzcali.
Tiene que volver a hacer lo mismo, Brock. Tiene que volver a hacer lo mismo. Agresividad, no puede dejar que planten.
1-6, 5-round lead. Hard to deny that Q9 has this one in the bag. 3 more
No
rounds
puedes
for
dejar que
Q9 to
Q9
send
te plante.
XRock on that lower bracket up against Elevate. As we wait and see, come again, what's going to be responding like here. XRock stacking here on this B bomb side. Q9's making the push. You know, spots one. Can he find a double? Yes, he can.
Wow!
left unattended. Sunuo makes the most out of it as he goes down. Rushi is there for the trade.
Muy bien,
Now
muy
all of a
bien.
sudden,
Esa era la idea. Esa es la idea.
here,
Tenían que ir con todo, porque si tú me plantaba era GG's.
Now it's Uling's turn to take the spotlight once again.
It's got a pistol inside. I mean, he can take that other guy's weapon if he does want to do that. Bomb is not going to be in a pretty good place. If you enter through mid-map, you're dead. You gotta have to go towards the rivals.
Cuidado con
That's
Ulin.
where the triple chow's gonna come through. 54 seconds to play around. At least you're granted a lot of time to maybe work your way around and get some information.
Este triple posicionamiento de XRock en conjunto es un claro ejemplo de cómo respetan la gunfight de Ulin.
Which is Rushi and Chuanem is a high-low posture looking towards ticketing. And he has picked up that bomb. Oh, look at that swarm of ants. Are they going to pick all this one angle twice? Uling has 12 kills, but his experimentation is exposed and is compromised. No. Gonna make that round win favor XRock to stop that bleeding. Now we're gonna switch things side up. Q9 with the 4-round lead.
The train's gonna pass by. That might just delay the rotation as well there towards its A-bomb side, so... And they're gonna go for it.
Tomas desayuno y luego te duermes, ¿no, Flor?
They do take their time still.
Voy a hacer lo
After they
mismo.
make the push. Just wait and see what's gonna be the call look like.
Cambio de bando,
Three players
chicos.
here.
Cambio de bando. Le toca defender a Q9.
Actually, it's 3-1-1
Quiero ver qué pasa aquí. El cambio de bando es lo más importante. Quiero ver cómo se adaptan ambos
possibly
equipos.
get some pickoffs if ever XRock does go for the commitment on this side.
Uling has just been showing great numbers on this matchup. Clearly a night-and-day performance from that Kurahana Metropolis he had. Wall bangs coming through for Sun.
No
and
way.
he connects up against Sunuo. Had to waste a lot of bullets in there just to hit that shot.
Ahí tiene que parar de hacer balón.
with
Se le va a
the
acabar las balas.
first blood. And that's the biggest difference here at the moment. Sun and Uling will be combining for 18 kills as the sniper duo, while Sunuo only has 4. Ma had to switch a weapon just to make sure he stands a chance
Le escuchó el
in
deslizado,
winning some
Chan.
gunfights. First blood has been exchanged, and XRock Ma just running around the map, and Dichen falls down. A big kill for Ma to put the numbers
Dichen
in
perdió esa
XRock's
gunfight.
hands.
No debía perderla.
Has the option as well to go for the pinch. Just needs to move in quick. Son, Uling, Mauchi goes down. Son and Uling's gonna be all alone. And it's just
Esto
gonna
era
be
lo que me
Amber. Uling
temía,
can't even stand a chance of
que en el
3-1.
cambio de bando
XRock now here building up the
XRock
momentum.
esté más
They're
fuerte
going
en
2
el
in a row.
ataque. Este era el tema. Vamos a ver si sigue así.
That means trouble here. I feel like XRock had the right idea. How do they want to try to take this hit? And should there be no counters done by Uling, where it's going to be a spam A bomb plant, it is not going to be looking pretty good in terms of their odds of winning this matchup right here. The Chancellor Mauchi gonna stature himself
Mauchi está muy bien
a big corner
posicionado.
on
Muy
the
bien
A side.
posicionado.
Some
Mauchi puede ser clave en
angles
esta
that you
ronda.
don't normally check because it's obviously going to be an off angle where we think people would not just really expose themselves at, but seems like that's going to be the angle for Q9. They have a strong A where XRock has kind of had that positioning still in the same lane as them.
Mauchi.
Si XRock decide entrar a A, Mauchi tiene que hacérsela muy bien.
Still looking for the commitment here on his A-bomb side. It is going to be Sunuo here, holding the back lines. Chuanem has to go for the entry as well. They might just be able to set up a possible pinch here for the player inside of the side. The nades gets deployed. That should be information relayed as well. Dichen, Mauchi here, stronghold on his A-bomb side. Do they check the corner? No, they don't. They let it all down. He goes for the shot down. He goes for the shot as well towards the right.
Perfecto.
Sunuo is there for the trade.
Sabía que era muy buena posición. Estaba muy bien posicionado. Era imposible que XRock sepa eso.
XRock, but Ma doubles it down, spots Uling and Curly. Sun is there for the kill.
No,
Sunuo as
Dichen,
well.
tenías
And now
que
it's a 1v1
hacértela,
between
hermano.
Sunuo and Sun. Both snipers in line. Sun gets
Bien,
the
Sam, bien,
shot
Sam.
down. And Q9, they finally stop the
Mauchi era la
momentum.
clave,
They
lo sabía,
take
hermano.
back the lead dominantly.
And that was the 1v1 revenge for Sun when he lost it up against Sunuo in the Kurahana Metropolis to give them 2 steps closer to advancing to the grand finals. and booking their first appearance in the Fall Invitationals Grand Finals.
Bomb acquired.
7. XRock here about to go for another push, this time on the A-bomb side. Once again, Juan has to go for the entry. Gotta stall it out, wait for the nades to get deployed. But look at Q9 here, just
XRock tiene que hacer B, hermano, tiene que hacer un full B. En la siguiente van a hacer un full B los de XRock. Tienen que dejar de intentar A. La siguiente va a ser un full B. Un 9 se la va a adivinar. Pero por lo menos algo mejor que A van a hacer. Va a haber una guerra en B en la siguiente ronda. La siguiente ronda es una guerra en B. Pero va a ser mucho mejor que sigan intentando A.
Odds improbable. All he can hope for is a dream, and DJ crushes it. Match point.
Yo sé que Q9 sabe lo mismo que yo, que van a hacer full B. Va a haber guerra. A ver, vamos a ver.
And they're feeling it. I can smell an Uling trash talk right after this. We're on win.
No mames.
XRock in shambles.
Q9 pensó como yo, se van a ir full B, pero XRock sigue queriendo intentar A. Miren el minimapa nada más, y a Q9 va regresando separado. Q9 está regresando separado un poco tarde. Hay uno envenenado. Dividieron un poco el juego, 4 para A, 1 para B.
Mouchy gonna fall down, only good for one trade, and it is Sun on a 1v4. Back against the wall, spray down is in, and there we have No getting the elimination.
Mira, iban a ir full B, Q9 fue full B y XRock esta vez hizo un 4-1. Si yo fuese Q9, bueno, yo fui Q9, yo pensé como Q9, me comí la de XRock. Dímelo, Dorito, estamos en YouTube, hermano.
Just come and get it. Another same approach here on his A-bomb side. No reinforcements whatsoever here for Q9.
Verga, Mauki, tranquilo. No, otra vez no. Muy bien, otra vez no. Muy bien, muy bien. Si se posicionaba nuevamente ahí, era un error.
With that shot right there, that equalizes things for Ma. All eyes in this matchup right here. Cannot make any more errors.
Estamos en la ronda maldita, la última ronda, la más difícil de todas.
Force overtime. And you have the 3 best players on your squad at least that can guarantee you this round win. But Sun has been amazing in controlling lanes. At least he's got 8 kills.
No, el timing de Sun estaba apuntando bien y dejó de apuntar ahí donde estaba.
Barely noticeable. Timing is unreal. They're gonna force to back themselves away. They're gonna play for a massive retake, judging from the looks of this rotation coming through for Sun as he goes back towards spawns.
The 3v3 could be the last 44 seconds of the lives of XRock here if Q9 is able to get the retake. Bomb's gonna get planted. Extension is granted. But this time around, it is gonna be ticking up against Q9 here, Cali.
Very important round for XRock here. Q9, can they win it to finally push themselves into the grand finals of the CDSI 2024? That's the horns off the train swinging. Son still alive. Oh, no, with the takedown, Ma. Shut down DJ and Emperor. Still alive. A 1v2 situation with 15 seconds left. He's checking, but he's running out of time. Too much now. 8 seconds. 8 seconds for No to take him down, and he will be able to earn that 5th round win right here.
Q9 tiene que hacer algo agresivo, Tiene que hacer algo agresivo, no sé qué verga van a hacer. Algo agresivo y sorprender a XRock. Hasta es que tienen que adivinarle la bomba. XRock se va para A. 3 se fueron para B.
Go for another default play here on his A-bomb side. Mouchy's going to be holding the corner down once again with a KRM. Smoke's going to get deployed. It's going to be a big old rush here on his A-bomb side. Reinforcements will come through. It is going to be Uling and D-Chan here on top of that overpass. And Q9's going to go for the strike. Mouchy gets 1. Mouchy gets 2. And now, all of a sudden, XRock's hope is now all done. As No and Snow is only left there for the clutch. Snow here in a 1v4. This is it. Q9 pushing XRock to the bottom bracket.
And they survive, and the Emperor and the Legion making the bomb. Q9 attempting to the grand finals of CDSI 2024. A hard-fought battle.
Q9 para la gran final de la CDSI 2024. Elevate se enfrenta a XRock. XRock quería ganar, chicos. XRock quería ganar, no se confundan. Ahora tiene que enfrentarse a un gran rival que es Elevate. Y están en una cuerda floja porque se pueden ir eliminados.
Up against the one and only Elevate squad.
Heartbreaking moment for the fans of XRock.
A mí también, Renny.
But the first appearance of Q9 is now
Sabía que hoy día era el día de Q9. Retrocedan el stream, escuchen el inicio. Sabía que hoy era el día de Q9.
On just the first initial rounds of the bracket.
Cali está motivadísimo,
Uling's hyped up.
Muchos querían ver perder a XRock.
They really worked for this. Come on, man. To decide it all dominantly on the game number 7 Express.
Bueno, si es que le ganan a Elevate, no stress.
Not too happy with it, man. They had the search and destroy all series long, and when they needed the most, it just did not fall through. And you love it. You love to see the bounce
Quiero ver las
back
estadísticas y nos vamos a ver.
XRock. You can see the resiliency for them, their tactical brilliance to make sure that every game is going to be a hard-fought battle. And it's just that Q9 was just kind of ready to win this moment right here. Mauchi definitely was the X factor here, Ward, and he had it rough on that firing range. He had a .50 KD, but here he had 15 kills if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean,
Debió haber acabado en el Kurohana,
Immaculate Cali.
pero
Hands down,
la pecho
arguably
friaron.
a very clutch player in a situation where it was needed the most. And I think it's really applicable here for the whole squad of Q9. Come again, they lost the first 2 rounds of Search and Destroy.
Lo de Mauki con KRM, eso no me lo esperaba, fue un punto muy clave. Pero ¿por qué lo sacó? Fue por lo que dije. O Q9 empiezas a defender agresivo y sorprender a XRock, o le van a remontar. Mauki captó rápido, sacó la KRM, super adelantó y dijo cuál es el arma más efectiva y más rápida para una agresividad donde hay mucha gente. KRM. Pum, 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 listo. Ahí acabó el mapa. Sí, el Kurohana para mí lo ganó Q9. Si lo ganó XRock fue por su modo, por individualidades que marcaban una ronda ganada. Porque tú te puedes hacer una individualidad, llevarte 4 y luego perder la ronda. Entonces, lo que hizo Sumo en Kurohana fue darle la victoria a XRock. E hizo muchas rondas.
Q9 just got a good hold of this. Nice map read for them. The player profile is there. Mauchi at the end, more importantly, just had so many 1v2 moments to put the numbers game in the hands of Q9 to end this map number 7.
You see Uling just so hyped up. Let's take a peek under listening.
3个人一起准备打正面了，包脸贴了就直接打正面。咱家轨道上爬了，
切了。A，
加油加油加油加油
加油加油加油！
就这个感觉，一心就这个感觉，
防了，相信我，相信我，
防了。我懂，我死不了。
协议，
他飞，他只能飞，他只能飞。OK， 他只能飞啊！你别急。
咱们急，
加油，兄弟们，我们就这帮的。再能还有个狙。
That was intense right there. You see the whistles. It feels like a war was happening on that venue right there with all of the whistles.
Intenso, muy intenso, como dice Cali. Habrá tercer lugar. Pues el que pierde mañana entre él y XRock sería el tercer lugar, hermano. El que gana se va a la gran final para pelear el primero o segundo lugar. Eso es lo que siento, lo que sí lo veo más consistente en unas variables, en más variables, ¿no? En más variables, en más puntos. Q9 fue el mejor equipo el día de hoy. Hoy Q9 fue un equipo más completo que XRock. hoy. Mañana, no sé. Ya conocemos a XRock. El precio debe ser como de $80,000. No he hecho el cambio. Bueno, ya eso nomás queríamos ver, ¿no, chicos? Mañana es la gran final. Nos vemos el día de mañana, entonces. Estaremos atentos para mañana. Mañana, ¿quién jugará contra quién? Mañana juega Elevate contra X. Voy a crear el stream. Voy a crear el stream ahorita mejor. Y así, cuando termine este stream, los voy a guiar a ese stream nuevo. Espérenme, déjenme crear el stream rápido. Voy a crear ese stream rapidísimo para que cuando termine este los mande para allá. Sería CDSI gran final. Gran final. Sería XRock versus Elevate. 1-9 versus signo de pregunta. Y esto va a ser a la misma hora de mañana, que es 22 a las 2. Quedamos esto rápido.
It's just crazy how like the evolution has now surpassed like my sense of expectation here for this competition for CDSI.
Y
I mean, you take a look at
voy a
the line,
redireccionarlo.
you know, I was really rooting for XRock all throughout, but and
Perfecto.
really just got crushed, you know, in reverse my projection. And when I saw the first 3 rounds taken on Search and Destroy Express.
Listo, mis cracks, mis cricks. Yo creo que por ahora no hay nada más que ver. Estamos. El Tral CC es suplente, hermano. Tondarian es suplente y no hay necesidad de que entre, no entra. Listo, cracks. Nos vemos entonces. Nos vemos. Un besito. Nos vemos mañana, cracks. Nos vemos mañana. Buenas noches, mañanas. Descansen. Nos vemos, nos vemos, nos vemos. Yo creo que no van a decir nada más importante. Así que nos vemos mañana.
You know, they had to leverage it with no going up ballistic with a lot of positive numbers, even though they're the ones losing.
Nos vemos, chicos. Nos vemos. Bye, 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 bye para todos. Nos vemos mañana. Un besito para todos. Los quiero mucho. Gracias por aguantar hasta esa hora.